Muntaka, I will call him back. Subsequently, Honorable Muntaka called me back. He was in a meeting when I was calling him. And I told him that I had invited the MP. He was ready to come see whoever he should see. But because we did not hear from him, I had dismissed him. So we scheduled that this morning the member should be sent to the CID headquarters to meet with one of the deputy CID directors for processing. And so this morning, he went with our majority chief whip and his lawyer. They received him at CID headquarters, took him through the processes, and I received a call not quite long ago that he has been taken to court, and as we speak, he is actually in court being arraigned.
The people of Ghana look to this house as a beacon of hope. And it is our collective duty to set a standard that reflects the values of our great nation. I want once again to take the opportunity of this formal communication to remind all of you that our actions and inactions carry immense power, effect, and impact on Ghanaians and the world at large. I have therefore instructed the Office of the Clerk and the Legal Services Office to provide all the needed support to the investigation by the Ghana Police Service within the framework of the 1992 Constitution, the laws of this country, and the standing orders of the House. I am made to understand that the member has voluntarily submitted himself to a criminal investigation department of Ghana Police to assist in the investigation, as many members have done in other cases under investigation. In fact, there are so many members of parliament that are under investigation, and my office has never shielded any member of parliament. And many have volunteered themselves without coming through my office. And so please, let it not be said anywhere that members of parliament are being shielded from the rule of law. Not at all. I have the copies and the list of the members involved. So while I commend this action of the member, I want to urge the Ghana Police Service to ensure that at all material times, the privileges and immunities of members, especially when the House is in session, are adhered to.
It is worth noting that 21 suspects have been identified through witness interview, scene visit, reconstruction of crime and crime scene, and forensic and ballistic examination of material of evidence relevant to the cases. 11 new dockets have been built on the cases. 4 of the identified suspects have been arrested and admitted to police inquiry bills to facilitate further investigation and to trace their accomplices. 5 other identified suspects have been remanded in prison custody. Warrants of arrest have been procured to facilitate the arrest of some of the identified suspects who are on the run. Ablekuma Central, that's Odoko Police Church. The observation of the task force is that investigation revealed that the soldiers were interviewed and showed video of a man dressed in military uniform and reported to be the person who fired, resulting in the death of Abbas Ibrahim, but they maintained that the sex soldier was not known to them. The case involved accused Collins Kweku, alias Kola, who was charged with causing harm and use of offensive weapon, is still pending before the Circuit Court for Accra. The use of armed military personnel for crowd control duties accounted for the incident that led to the death of one person and injured 4 others. Police personnel were present at the center and should have controlled the crowd. Lack of coordination between the police and the military men who were on duty accounted for the situation in which the military resorted to the use of live ammunition to attempt to control the crowd. The incident was avoidable because the agitation and shouting by the party supporters were outside the collation center. The action of Collins Kweku was a criminal offense. The recommendation of the task force is that election security management should be coordinated properly to determine when force is required for crowd control. The use of military in crowd control activity should cease if death resulting from high-handedness of state security are to be avoided. Police and sister security agencies should design, ahead of election, a well-coordinated plan on election security management. There should be controlled use of military. There should be controlled use of live ammunition from lethal weapons as a means of scaring or driving crowd from particular location. Capacity building is recommended for police and all arm-bearing security agencies whenever required for election security or crowd control duties. Compensation should be paid to the injured and to the family of the late Ibrahim Abbas. The action that we have taken since the report came is to forward that to the Attorney General for compensation of both the deceased family and those who got injured. The docket is also forwarded to the cold case unit of the CID, since that soldier or the one in the uniform has still not been identified.
Epa hoa da bem.
Say it again.
Epa hoa
Da bem.
da bem. Now together, epa hoa da bem.
Awesome.
Maybe I think I also share in the same comment. I think in fact your experience and then your relevance in the media space and objectivity there. Some of us say professional. Ethics of the profession is the most important thing. And almost all the ethics of all the profession, in fact, because you're professional, baby, you see 1 or 2, 3 ethics you see say running a cut across a objectivity. You must be very professional.
Exactly.
Your integrity. Lawyers are the same things are there.
Yeah. A doctor for
another thing, confidentiality.
Yeah.
All these things
and somewhere
competence and due care, baby. Competence and due care. And the kasani bibi brave or crana. And no na due care no.
Yeah.
Yenyashi we aniaka. I think said the phone the lawyer kaini no. And in I think say no so na shape some of us because say we train us say more now say yetiminya akwanya yebetimi aye senior monso moye na
sample
and it works baby me kwabontin sometimes they
get the feedback
I tell you and I'm amazed
Epa ho da ben me follow football bebree but interview a wo ye no interview dey super o interview a wo ye no ene dia wo keka no na che say Ghana still cry no to ado ni future pay me analysis
na me say we interview na me pese me busa o say wan kasa na adwen na kuta no I don't know me pese be hunu adwen be free by
Oba de na de ma mi o.
Because question now to ma no dey in fact na no shi pa cha say ko be dia so no we chasing no we do free no we chasing asa na question no ntimi ntwa sama so papa nti wi me bo abaso nyamishira
Sheikh Medase nyamishira nyina.
Why yam de papa u bo adwuma pa nyamishira.
Amen.
Nyawa hu be ye hu de ye hu wa boye pa wa boye
mame mo abaso me empire ne say be fi happy FM na or ko BBC.
Amen.
Because we to me put two questions. I mean, we say yes, in Sancho Juma, and yet the Asimbia, the Huawaka, who you move to answer. We the chair say, BB, a dinner, young farmer, Yanko Punchap, I bought a basso. Yeah, we yeah, monitor, Yanko Ponso. He said, the Oyena, be do any mamma, Yanko Pon, point part to any mamma.
So motive be. Pahwada bay.
It is said, I drew a real show, was when tea happy. A Pahwada bay, who could tea baby, Kabia, who can say Uncle Baby. It is said, I drew a real show, was when tea happy. A Pahwada bay, who could tea baby, Kabia, who can say Uncle Baby.
Pahwada benti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe. Pahwada ben.
A show with when tea happy. A Pahwada ben. Who could tea baby Kabia, who can say Uncle Baby.
Pahwada ben. Pahwada ben. Pahwada benti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Memoaha emu akwaba eba epa ho a da ben dwumadie eso ene eye yawada Thursday the 6th of November 2025. We didn't Besmack Brown no betimi aframe BB me da se bebre say we nso odo afidie na to 989 FM. We're live on Facebook as well.
Pahwada benti sinupi na nokre eye baako pe.
Ghana eni omamu nkomunti na na wie yehia akwaba. Yantumbo mwe. Yantue. Roma in Ghana. Everyone. Ose. Oh my. Kwana nebe ya mayen. Sisubiem. Ejumadene ahufama osompa ni enimia. Omeyi betumpong na yeme ibenya hoto. Omeyi betumpong na yeme ibenya hoto. Oso ye ofa. Memo kwaba. Eba kwankwanu ya nase. Epa ho adabendie no. Ye do bo ade nyankopon asese atenkwam wa hoden ne yekoye adwuma so. Me no kase obi dipa dendenden. Me no kase obi di niema bia no dendenden. By now obi ebu nkotodwe esrente so. Me no kase nso obi dan obi kabare. Obia ne hustle. Obia ne ni oyedidie. Na momo na ya ma ne nye ne ehote. The kan ehote a na me pa kire ne emrama ho kwan. Oman ni beye ya ma ye nyina. Mamo me emfa sika ni bre emu mfa ye ho so. Ye ku ye ho pesika. Ye bu ye ho afa so pesika. Ye ma niememu aye den ama ye ankasa ye ho. Esane adufudipe. Esane sika nipa pe. Esane na ho to awo penti. Ewia me ne okase obi bu obi afa so de nene. Se si ame kase obi tro invoice oye ayi amount no times 2. By now obi abie shop afa nkofo adwuma mu so mo beye adwuma. Oni shop waje adwuma na ma nkofo otu omuka bosome ohwe mu ye pa. By now me ne wo kase ne niema wahihya wo ton ye twetwe bi wo mu. Ukasa politicians nkwa na yakromfo. By now obi de ne car ko mechanic shop bi. Eye links and I say e wo car no ho. Fitani atutu bibia, wa tutu ball joint. Wa tutu lower arm. Wa tutu shock absorbers. Wa tutu car na singina link nso pe o onimpa. Me kan su ne car ye ne de wakoja car na si shop e na wako office. Watutu ni amani nyina obeyi ne ne board ne mpa ne wo mu no no akofa old one etwa ne picture de ase ne car ne wura se o shocks ni nyina de apapa yo emframa fa ho eliki me ka say watwa eye lower arm old one ni bi ne asai e no de ase ne car ne wura se o lower arm bushes ni nyina re. Make a sense noise na waka na sina nipa ne de koe no. Eye links pe e na asay. Sanso na me ne waka say obi e de pen esi paper so. Na obokro no ministries. Me ne waka say accountant bi ni procurement officer bi plan den. E kwa be inflate figures. Me no kase obi yi obi docket di asie e wo court. What do Kolebu pharmacy, Rich pharmacy, polyclinics pharmacies. By now, you di nuraba. Okwabenani ebie box bi aso a oyi baako. Chese wo twetwe nnuro ni mu. Ne backpack ode kwa adwuma. Enu anwumura a obepie no na chese wabɔ ne mma, wawie nnuro ni nyinaa bi. Ode kwa koton. Na weni osompa na yeto honwum na na. Na weni ebema Ghana na kwa nanimu ana. Enya political corruption kone corruption. By now taxi driver ni bi ehu abrewa bi. Aha ne he ya oso ankoje ni 20 cedis. Ohun se maame na bre. Oye frustrated. What can ne sesi super catch any say ma 50 Ghana ma me na prayer also there for 45 bra also minya awia ne bɔ me srɛ o de gene saa ma me ade anka also ogi be 30 cedis no ka say wa 60 age 40 Ghana free ma me no ti ma me ne tena ka ne nyina se de Ghana ye din o aha ne he ya se de Ghana mu ye din o. One experience I walk Ghana and you dear man yonko Ghana ni. Okay. It's an edufudi painti. So a taxi driver no sube call a births and deaths. The yerebe wa mo so call birth certificate. Odu a yebe frustrating is birth certificate ba ko obenya no wabɔ ka be 500 Ghana wo ho. Na ni refi se na no obu mame bi fa so ma mame no ho kyere no mame ne kan se Ghana ye den sa suban no okura no obi nso kura bi wo births and deaths registry ho ama ono copy birth certificate no ono nso abu na fa so agye no 500 Ghana cedis extra ono nso wi o se Ghana ye den nti Ghana da be na corruption be jae birth certificate keke fisika metia ne wo de ye wo nkofo street so passenger fo a wubu omo fa so o customers a wubu omo fa so bad experiences a wo de ma wo nyonko Ghana ni no sa suban na ti umu ni sa na no su ti obi Ghana ni mu bi sa enti ne ye ne say in effect we are giving each other very bad experiences of ye man no enti ye be wiere ni nyina ye to nwom ba akọ Ghana ye den. Hey, corruption the better because it's a network of corrupt people. I am say a public sector no kwana corruption cost or monko private sector nko he. Inflation of figures. Stealing of materials. We are moving sisi subai. Moma ye nyai sa kronobo no ene sa suban no na ye jaya ho be treat you ye unso be treat me ye e kire be ka se Ghana mu adwo Ghana koye se o person narrative in sesa o mindset any actions memo akwa memo aha eba dwumadie no so what be nka radio so be san so hunu me live on Facebook me ne mapam for. Oh, brah, the special one. Or coming who had the Jumedian, bro. Jemima at that all. And then me name dressing, me money, me friend is saying, a color blocking Ayana. Color blocking. What a nice blue t-shirt. And I watch we Rastafari a trouser for the own. Rastafari trouser. Or the wax print. And what they pam trouser papa bi pa na waje ne sneakers nso de agu ase eh Jemima na me hu na wie pineapple juice bi a wono ade na kɔne square saa ifa de we wono ade na madom komisima kotobi ene si mi che me say unsa ade no se freeze wo hu ene ede na opesa de no esane ba no mu na wotimi no ade no ana de nso afrizi eno awusumu emia no awusum na won Bob Marley okogina pona no wo twe mu sa na eya na na furu nyina toto akom otwe ade ne saa besese na furu se eh na roba no ba wi aka wo
ba ko na o kana hono kra de
Joyce Joyce wakotai banku eno ashitolo eno ashitolo no di ansa no betra machine echi Joyce akumaniwa udi modu
emrafo di pa
okasemi yo
emrafo de titi
asemu anabia pese be ka intiminka intimi shena me say Joyce akumaniwa no be pese be ka asemu so akokasemi o say ifodi
emrafo de titifo di pa
Joyce akumaniwa hey mabra wono no size
na unim HR no via no
oh why no Ben
unim no pa
oh minim ni so ya me HR manager
and HR no to nchen ya unim no
menene size beyond adwuma mu ha wo de onim ni pa ho
minim no pa
adan ya ne ko hen woni ne ye
de dada ni pa dodo
oyo dada fo
ewo eniema bi ho yi na adwuma a onim ye to nchen a
ti de no dada wo ho
mema oska
no fama
be man so de yesi ubutom na ma ye be ma
nde
bo beti aka the dead extra de mema
so or a human resource manager we need expectation management
na da
your friend no expectation management
no otima ma assurance obuto ye mfa komkoda emoja kra ba fo
no need the only HR yentua o kakra otimi ma unya assurance say wonam kra na so
fa komkoda be na daro
sa na zankon twum sa na libi sa na lava Epahwada Benjamin dear, we are a big family and the show is proudly produced by Joel Fode Sanko. We are here. A number of things na koso o man we be din komoni nyinada. E be two phone so afa sanitation ho. Na special make foot or sanitation ho.
Yeah.
Mo amowo around Tema station any Ghana Health Service in Potemu ho Registrar General Potemu ho. What the ebe kan ho asemechi. Yeah. Ye hu ni nti Ghana Health Service wo mo aso e yankasa wo mo tifimu. Ghana Health Service baby o mo tinifimu pa ko ho mo anim ho.
Amono so de kire onuane.
Ko he say ne Tema station clip wo bok e ho kan. Ghana Health Service ni. Ewe be din komoni atu ho fo. Ne ahwe kwan be fa so a single use plastic nso ye bete so na yatimi aboa environment no. In Coco so ene soup bi akoso pa. Police fo awo so nkoko na me kan bibia. Ene gato bi ewo eye nkoko agu. I'm telling you, every ghetto in Nkoko ene agu. Ene shake up or shobo bi abowura nkoko no. I'll share videos with you. But they ba kwa me ya ne almost say ghetto so no. Nua a wo ma dwire gu fom ne body a wo ma dwire gu fom no. Me ya o. Ene MC Nkoko West Bedin Komo. We'll also cross over to our Eastern Regional correspondent. No my update. We're told that still Koso. They are moving from community to community. And I get to say na omo the bulldozer drip machines in the diomochi. Then omo bowra hana higher get to her. And a young man can who necessarily Jugusa. Now this is happening because of nano gang clashes be a cause. So Emma me no ka say nipa mienu awuo e won Nkoko. There is a very popular joint and no friend of Bobo Shanti. Mako Bobo Shanti a number of times that. Ejuma ede yakopie eye kwawu emrebi. Na wa winim kwawu Easter kobo events ni ade. Eja nso ni nam krum ni eja ikura temperature thermometer ni check temperature okru. ana de kopie mu ewo bobo shanti
Uhu se wo ye kama pa.
Bra so nko obonsam gye mu da na wura hwa no ano no wasi. Entwe nko obonsam gye mu ansa
na. Open replica so.
Hey bra.
Ewusi ofro.
Bra wusi.
Si keke. Janna mo.
Ne ye me ya ye me nwanwa wo ho ye nkoda totofe wa emayo GHS level a wo mo bobe si chale
obobo shanti ho no
telling you
ada ho ye
ne adwiri nyina enye crow eye joint eye ghetto eye sport eye joint eye bribia bi what I say
some jim the second
hey me say jai
what na say popular kokko
bobo shanti so tin kokko na nim bobo shanti ana nti kokko I say can Sodom and Gomorrah anase ayi babia anase ye one of the first videos see e was secret hey no mo fro simple
Sodom and Gomorrah
is it Sodom and Gomorrah Soja bar
Soja bar
I
want to the wa no ani adi
hey
I know there
a friend street
yes
you can street
yes
emre bia nya adwuma
emre ya adwuma
ne say gangsterism no nko na emre wa adwuma so MC LED a team of security officers ama woman storming a number of what they call ghettos e won kokko
okay
yeah they update ne bebro but community phone been so complaining then we hear their cry some kai PDS Mokai PDS MPP Abanye Sanka or Babe Henanka Electricity Company of Ghana Juma Wodi at least somebody introduce some private participation abemu nanka akwakoba se efficiency anase sika ye wasting bebre no eso bete na private person nso de kakran so abehyimu bi nanka adwuma natimi akọ enkan na ye nyina ye nim se etimemu ha na aban no ye se wonya company a one ne baba be ka bomu na ECG omo ahwe na omo asakra omo enwuma eni na wei de koba se aban no eni omo call contract na contract mugye no na e was PDS de a number of guarantees bi eba na mogbe kaya sa time no brofo bi pie friend condition precedent se ansana contract ni be dimu no ewo conditions bi a was a company ni meeti ansampo na yakomu aha ebi insurance na was PDS 40 me raise guarantee was an community deba na ekoba asampa omo my insurance guarantee no ma yehunu ye nanso
insurance company bi
echire no ekopie mu se sa document no mo de baaye no na fake ekoba mu se na ntro na ade a amanfo ahyeda na wo mo akeka ne mesi ani de ababe dada Ghana ban se omatime raise guarantee na ehia no all of these things played out in a Caterian court beda die me nyina yehunu ye nti subsequently MPP aban no gu PDS omutwa PDS mu na PDS for sa omanti omo ho ase na omususu se Ghana ban sisi omo nti asem no omo pagya mu straight to arbitration ewo a London court se court no hwe because of her contractor wo mo ye ya se ekoba se ubu contract na fa bi so a parties ni nyina gitu mu se omo ebekọ arbitration na PDS e de asem no call a tribunal ewo London se wo hwe no nka asem no asem na won kan o se Ghana ban at terminate one contract unlawfully eno achi nso omo je $390 million compensation every Ghana ban was wagu ASR PDS contract no some America nyina 2019 Ghana etwagu ye na ekowi achi no tribunal natna asem no so ECG for the lawyers ekoye ena company no so PDS nso the lawyers ebehia mu ye di asem ni wie no tribunal no ad dismiss PDF wono petition no say Ghana a cancel omo contract unlawfully. Now omo entitled to $390 million compensation. Say ameno kase tribunal no ato PDS asemnegu ema ECG edebem Ghana baye debem inti Ghana yendi PDS ka ena yentwa contract biamu so unlawfully eno ene enkomo a say ababe piemu a yedi ho nkomo na it is very interesting the way assembly ekowie because one of the issues nso a very very political we politics nso free mu a ebe den enye yie ye bedi nkomo no na yabo awura mu we'll talk to some anti-corruption experts na yahwe say after asemu yakwakowie yemre fie ne yemhwe kabia Ghana boy anase oman no ajapade be kodi PDS ho nso akowie sen PDS the ECG facilities adwuma emreti awamu sika dodo sen no munyaaye na Ghana ECG assets no anya bia no ne kodi PDS nsem no ni nyina na ECG nsa ka ne back na yebedi sankomoy ni ebusa wo tena ho ma PDS for ede enkrata be dada ye nso no omo nso ye jai wo mo saa na ewe mo nkomo ni nkomo ewo enra NPP for your press conference na press conference omo ye no they talked about a number of issues wo mo ekire se ekoso omo animu a omo ani enye ho na I mean the top two issues are na ejina mu kase pa the issue of Galamsey and Justin Kodio no ye General Secretary ma NPP amanyoko no na press conference mu ne kira o say Galamsey worse under John Mahama than it was under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Now sa comparison the year what they are certainly draws the whole Galamsey fight into the partisan arena. Debia no yaka ho asem se ye be no ni party a wo modern efa Galamsey ho anase ne andahim Galamsey agent nsem a na ama asem no kano akwakoye den ene wasan ko hunya mu biem se ene ye hwe in these 10 months abanyi ba ye a wase Galamsey situation no aye worse than it was under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. In a reference point, he's pointing to the rivers. Or see he's pointing to the number of arrests the cost which is against them. Or see was so actually more. Niama na ya west and say ene yenya sitting MPs are. One more for omo ho ewo Galamsey nsemu amene no NDC mpanimfo you kra ana investigation MP ba konsu court. Or say niema we no mu no ogina so aka say abide competence and otherwise regarding Ntokoya Yekuya now. You join me live on Facebook with your thoughts on this very convo near Eddie Ehon Enkomo. Now Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak and any 2 days any your mind kasaye. Na nasemu nyina ne se mampani ehye bobi se oba abatuo mu ntokasem ene abatuo mu eprepra ene wo mu mafam wo no. Eyade oba hwehwem every the year 2020 na ode ababeka 2024 ampa task force no was formed by the interior minister omawi omadwuma the whole report abeto Ghana for anim na de ba kwa na Ghana for hwe animu etiemu nsem Techiman South nipa wuye and in particular reference to the 2020 elections near course so Ewutu Senya East constituency the honorable Mavis Hawakumsin ne constituency Mukaya 2020 it will to one sembe kokɔ so allegations of wakobobotuo or the tuachesi NDC na koyo the candidate then 2024 yet similar accusations are na koyo babo ntene gina radio so a granting interview actually say how akumsen ne nkrofo the Land Cruiser black bi didi na chia mo tututuo the aba Mahindra wono ne nkrofo timu just ensam no kesene ne enumu ena voter registration exercise limited one na ba so no how akumsen so ba NDC fo bi kwo ne sekan ewo registration center ahemache ema eno so kofa nsem bebre bae na tax force no hwehwemu omo yewie no omo de abetu dwama honorable minister so de aba Now someone say with particular reference to Ewutu Senya East, any to allegations are now call your etia hawakum se no. Tax force no say entesa omo any evidence bia e kire say bribisa koso. They've referred to police fu ewo ho a omo kɔ he omo records mu ebusa say anya bia no omo huru bibisa asisi e omo akire mu a sansamo na NDC candidate then ekeka ye ni nyina no enye nokre. Subsequently, the Honorable Hawakum sent a statement about Bonting, and she's claiming vindication. Say, Unyame edina fufi, amene no krena bededi. Say, sa na wono nye to trafo, ne mumuono eyentro, and ye chadi atono so. But she has also called for reforms. Ebebuama, sanyemano eto ebecha. Question is, say, aso revelation ya beto dwei. Ede ne kachire yen as o man ene the way I am politics na ebeso ho a anase ade a action bi ebedi akire ede aba. You want to join us live on Facebook na yendi ensemu ehu nyina enkomo ewo epa ho a daben dwumadie eso ewie nso ade a mene wo ebebo awura nkokọ se na bidi kan kachire wo no ne ede ho nkomo no enso ede abrewo na omanfo ni bia ni nye ne akoso ene no ho ba senate bia no ye de ho chechemu nyina ebebro na maba Facebook live. Musa Batwa is here. Musa, I see you and thanks for joining us live on Facebook. Musa Batwa said the NPP's press conference confirms that witches exist in the system, so chasing them isn't wrong. Democracy without accountability is meaningless. Yet whenever officials are questioned, the NPP cries witch hunting. Under Kufuor and Bawumia, corruption and mismanagement are unprecedented, making the country NPP the most paying opposition ever. Regards to Chief of Staff Julius Debra, we ene Musa Yusuf Musa Abatwa, messenger ode abreye ene ewe. Also WhatsApp messages abeti media fa 059 40 0594 051145 na majibre akenkan dia ma obetimi so aba Facebook live na odo messages na ba hona makenkan e dia ma piaga has just joined us live on Facebook. Bro mema wo aha oba Facebook a memo akwa aba bodin ni mechiao na o message adia ba so makenkan dia ma was the NDC should pray that they will be in power forever, but if power changes Ghana will be sweet rough. We here say we no tin say ye minu pa ya bo ato no any piaga dia wode aba 989 FM mamina madofo ase enra wono mo efre me wish me happy birthday me da mo nyina ase mani so ensemo amo kan ye inhyira nsemo amo kan gu mi so mpa ya mo bo ma me mo gifts ene mo do a mo show ye de nye me kasa me kan ade nyina na besan yen bede obi bia wo frɛ me ase ne okaye ne wankaye ne send a message wan send ne wish me well e wona koma mu ne nyina da me de obi bia ase. But as very special thanks would go to my former colleague ewo Atenka TV and now me know Kasei she's been appointed as the general manager of Bullet TV, which is also under the Tobinco group. Na near Umuni say nra special. Yeah. Media na minim say me ye medjuma mete ha na menya ntie say package bi.
Box
kese na buy no. Na meti show you so na menya message me check here na Najwa Anan.
Hey,
general manager Bullet TV. Former entertainment host. I don't know if Nanajwa is still hosting entertainment. Was sending me messages on my special day. Was sending me a box of cake.
Oh,
say wafeme wakai me.
Very great.
Me fendi me birthday. Na me be cake no so no. Na a ice cream cake. Bra.
Oh, nice.
Nanajwa, let me shout. Thank you so much.
Emra,
you made my day very special. The fact that I am no longer there, but after so many years, she's thought of me this way. I am honored. I thank you so much. The thought alone and so I kai me cry say obe surprise me on my birthday. Thank you so much, Nana Ajwa Anan of Bullet TV GM. And congratulations to you on your new appointment, my dear. Special.
Yeah. Oh, about the Daroma.
Yeah, the Nyamia
say the greatest miracle was as soon as say.
Yeah.
Ade betchum.
Na wa hoden.
Bra hoden kra no. Unia hoden kra no. Na hu ehan a eye.
Babra apomuden yo.
Apomuden number 1. Nipa bia no. Hwe Ghana sikaye but apomuden hu hia.
Bra say onai kokromuti uti
eya oya
eye mfrese wati kokoniwa
akokoniwa
so onam na onai apembo na ti
na say ohun omore na
etu ana se pese etu ana wati kokoniwa bra
na ho awai kakra no
ohun ne ya apomuden hira
na ade ti ho kra no na mu just start ba so ohun se dey sitie na edu ba bi a 7 produce aminu anom a woni eye won ya men kasa sebia batade ba ko ya pa eniwa etimi hu ade pepepe edu ba bia ya na yawo
my friend Mr. Moses Derry a man for friend blind Moses
okay
ono na ye call happy on wheels there bia ono ye call na ode eniwa ho komonam ono na ni fry because of ono any actions
really
oh yes
ya fa wono
there be have fa wono when you ya uko hospital and a doctor ma we drew no catch us say next week Sambra next week in one kobium a year after the same nani na year na yana san baby
okoto the same
drew na doctor dem no na okoto the same thing
onim say processes
no odigu nani so within 5 hours
no she
na nani afra within 5 hours so who hwe dey be call hospital ye be wi a doctor be hunu ne asi within 5 hours na declare and say your eyes are gone you are blind sana na ni fry
asem na wo kana ehu
nti ani de bra
wo so wo kama edin hwe o edro so ya no panye so wani afra o
debi na ni ye na ya na ni keka no nti ase wo titi ase
ebo no nsia no wani ko
anopa de ne ye no ba nwumire na nani na afra enne nani afra nti bra wani de obetimi abɔ ho ban
yi wani no so ni nipadua ne kanea
pepepe
obi beti aboa ba nti se wa hu obi beti aboa so ami so mu fa onsia ba nti se wa wanka so wani tua ntini yesi wani kotua mansa ehwe mu fe ade ayi ntimi ndi nyawo
asema wokan papa me kana asemi no ne ntefre eni didi chensen ba kum ni fra nti na adwuma bɛbɔ no nti na ne dan kakra wɔ ntimi yetu ni firi ne dan mu ɛdan a ɛpono ne mpoma animu ɛna fie wura pia no so nkɔdam nsuo tɔ ani mu ayɛ ma no dam
ɛya araho ɛya nso
aduane no yɛ noama no na wodi ne bi ka sɛ anyinya sɛ aboa bi dam sɛ te sɛn n'ani afira odi gogomi wo mu enimu wo bedi
anuanom a
ose dwonso nyina no
ana se obetia no na uti anye ekura na nipa boni ni bi kura so ben wa se be ya obehu se nipa boni ni
okoku no ho nti onam kakra ko gina gata kese anu nsuo to pe so gya no hotum na koda bi dimirika ko fie bra Moses okoto gata ni mu no mbe so ni akokoku no ya je ni wie ye oba adam mu no nsu ato ne dem ayiri ntunim no ye
dabi
hita na na ye de to bucket mu no akode no bi electrocute no ho na nka wawu guess what nyanyame ye
dabi
oye se ode socket ode hita na hye socket mu
oye so be plug
ode ne sane nam ho oye se wo be so before ne sabe mia so na wa so socket no and a light of room.
Yankopon plans man onye na dwene se.
Enu ti na wo so afato no ho so se. Ni nyame ye ma no ne kire se onko ka ne experience ne kire manfo no bia.
No bi fanya disuade.
Bia mo na ni hu ban. O yade wani a wani ka.
Papa nyame nshira.
Wani ye wo ya emfa wa wo pem koto aduro nye wani.
Ko hospital.
Eni nya dia ye
first aid cure.
Ko hospital.
Yes, I need you for first aid in
There be any first aid for hospital.
For hospital.
And try. Na haban we uchi mi dugu ani so we bi fra. Dia agro ani bi fra.
Ade to so obi timi pusa na ni ye cause ade na to so.
Also we dey eye drop keke. Udi agro we ani bi fra.
Eti enya first aid sam. Enu anu we nyina ya de sua de. Esi esua bibi. Na opofo su sho.
Osho pamanfo ho da so bodi di na.
O da so gini di pa.
Oh, enye se me gini di se bia.
Na office pe de wire de nka.
Onye obi a obeka se ebo wo mu a omo betime di NDC animu a obetime yi na free mu. What I say
enyini di free man.
Or that pedigree.
Ma asem so hu ni se wonya na mre nyanso yi.
Ebetimi abane saa. Ebetimi abase ne mre.
No so nche se hu ni se no so nche se.
In terms of competence, in terms of experience, in terms of ne obetimi aye. Ne mahunu no se waye ne de. Se ne wabeye ndisi for flag bearer enye me wanwa no onye obi a is he not one of the people and come out for episode bearer ni mechi jo mama
ela be on
ne bearer ni mechi I don't ntimi nya flag bearer
onim kokitu anum su problem but me nyanji ndi wie
well amanfo na ebobo ni din ye hwe so no be so call ni mu na wedi so di abade a
papa kokra no be bi
hwan akokra ben
papa kokra ya okogina ya de hu ya ne say asa ya disqualify ni
oh,
the only about also the about me about politics. 98.9. Or the bar Bank of Ghana.
Why had you any? I
said, "Me don't nam kakra na nkwahwe kakra me redo. Ofrikumawu.
Eno de hwan bae.
Ono de NPP candidate here. Say omugidi say ono na the best candidate mo.
Ode ne bae.
Ebi nso so omo na de ne be politics. Ono aso claim so ono an mampani kufo. And ne ba politics no ne papa no o man bani kofo na ne ko Bank of Ghana sa papa na so no ana no me sure ono so interview ono so see ono na de ne be wura Bank of Ghana oh na woni NPP candidate
de na okay
de omo so kita mejo MPC
na say ne Dr. Bawumia na say
asam na me kan na me na say o papa no so a
papa no na
so NDC no
ono ne
Ofikumawu oh
wo say akokora bi no
finance your friend say wabaye finance minister wako Bank of Ghana
Dr. Dufo
oh na say masima me kan so we do ani
oh say dey na say
so papa no ya akokora kaka
o kara kokora na say ma dwene kwa chiri bi
ba say what trust
oh na wanyini na ni afi
akora say Bible kra say me pacho me Bible na me gidi nti na me bodi ti se bi a wo ni gidi o Bible ma me nkasa ye o se le mo Bible say ko anya ti se de yempen so de mfia de oso aha
oh wadi bi
aha nti wadi nchine boto no asi
insisa bi 1980 and Pobia unim say Pobia is being sworn in today
no me ti sansem na ya na
he is the oldest
Tinubu
president in the world
Tinubu Pobia any Watara. Oh, what day?
And yes, swear in Pobia. The world's oldest president or African.
Yes, say your constitution will be your president for life, Anna.
Yeah.
But you see, African leaders, no, before some about the Okan, African leaders, no, 98.9. Power drunk and fashion mouth.
That is a being power drunk and
fashion ma. In your legacy, we just imponing the two amount.
Now, I mean how Pobia has succeeded like that over 40 years.
And they are also, NDC so no so over 80 years. They are no Hana Quebec to say, justice.
Kaseɛbɔ Chief Justice.
And also over 80 years.
Yeah, but the point is that we want now how 40 good years in here. We're maintaining the grips over government machinery e woni memu a 40 years ni obi antimi sheda emma no a strong challenger kaba 40 years
o man bia hunu saade ni bia wa bepaja ho so bia wa anyira obedam o man bia tumi e konkokora ne
ehuna ne sa ne ma ne nkyerɛ ne
wa anyira obedam ana wa anyira kra so wasefo bebre
but ono so for a better part of ni range na want to omanimu so
Cameroon na so your friend saying BBCI ekwo ho na ekunkum omo a enyenyem ewo kwayem ni ade ye farm for life basabasa basa na ema ni nyina no eto antimi anhye da ntwew Cameroon ma no hwemu pa na yesi Ghana develop but niema akoko koso omo ekronkro ni mu nanye efuturo ne dɔɔso echa de papa enso yesi yenya omampani a oya ade pa di so 40 years and sometimes ya na me saade ni nyina na ma me kase Ghana no krese senya dufupe on the part of some leaders pa nka Ghana a democracy no ba bi edu na wosoro ya ade ya hold high esteem our country Ghana Ghana bibia betu asore buburuja at the end of the day near the above form come ye beto aba ubetinsem pi memma kasa omoboso ma kasa omoboso ebinom kasa ntwie atendidie but ye be wie no ne agya to oboko na ade ba ko edi enyanso ne se yenso ye leaders no ebinom ekita adwomponi to the extent say o man no nya o madwene so mbe ni yi Ghana the em say ye wo gold mineral, oil, coal, bauxite, manganese, and Sani mana e won nyese ye ketewa bi o. The depth of it e wo ba bi a ye tu no. Ukọ ho a omo chese e dọọso. But at the end of the day Ghana na yetimi call refining ye gold. Ni ewi a na ya kire o percentage no kra na ye refining ye nani. Ye nim dodo a ye de kokọ refining ye ni asan de kakra abehye ensem se o man. Na yetimi nyi ye part in street. I say call refining kwa na yetimi ndi abana.
See any refinery. Any refinery.
E be take billions of dollars in yetimi see refinery ana. He? O man no baby a yedro no. Yan kan of crunch down for and say down for. Adwon bone adufru pe. Aman bafo na efefra ye mpanifo ni bi mu no. Pesa menkum nya no emwa hwe PDS deal AI could for yi
Al could
say Al could mo Al could wo mo akrom ankasa go di 70-30 a o kata ho no apart from say si akwa o mo ankasa di 70 a na ho am na di animu company just 2019 or starting say we adwumani 2 months o any abrogating the contract now why na this ade ne be shame
ye beba sansem nyina eso emrepam ye beba sansem nyina so me say
and then say zakasa for campaign ho gakra
eprono so do so pa ye beba nsem nyina so na ye fa futu 7 ne mramanfo na ye hwe sa sanitation issues no na ye nka ho asem and say ye can PDS ye can we nyina awie ne atifi mu na no nketo ano kra ye ntimi nyema ye ho dia na ye wasembo ne po awie afutu semo a ye de brewo Joyce wa ye krado a me pese me de ade bi kiro na ohunu no say rubber na wo use no it goes beyond gata na ekotomu no it goes beyond say environment no esanso eku ayemmoa esanso ene enam egupu ni mu so predendende rubber na wo de atomo adi awie enra Jimaima no kotomo de gure bemu na ukura spoon na odi mi kwa na me na sister adden mu odi gu plate mu dia na nka ye de adie maka ka me nim this say girls
mama em say I say
mo me hwani entwe ho free single use plastic no ho e baller keke baller e baller na generate bibia ye beje rubber e baller na create na brabe help na no ne ekoso Joyce fami kopona no ne ekoso ewo pona no rubber aye poni mumma sesi amene wo kasai no apofo no konom kotwom net a enam ombe yi kakra bi nya kanyina aye rubber Joyce tumiri kamesro na minimre se na de na kwa na ehu pa na rubber no I take you over the ocean and beyond eponimu a enunie oba Facebook a video no na da ho ya etwagwe single use plastic and I fishing net mu masa no rubber we use ya to twene ye akopie puni mu ene ye penam nsumunam ye penam wayi waponimu ni kwatwe neta rubber nkwa eni hu ye na Joyce yemfi pona no ne mafie na no sala ye nuanom nkramfo di ye na ntwi a wo mo pai ne yem ade a wo mo hunu ye bra pani behwa de wo rubber na wo koto dokuna e di hyemu ma wo no rubber na koto wacha e di hyemu ma wo no eno na me kasa bra Facebook behwe na ntwi a ye twa ne yem bra hwe o e chen paint rubber kese ne baako eye rubber nkwa na bontoa a ehye na ntwi ne yem ti na ntwi no gina ho no na funa ye kutu e bopai ne yem a eye rubber nkwa eye rubber wo de to wacha de chichirima wo rubber wo to mu ye de chichirima wo rubber wo to koko ye de chichirima wo aduane ne pampan no ene ma mmoane we rubber no rubber na ye ka ho asem no bra oba Facebook aba behu rubber ni o wo ade we oh forget that rubber we obi didi wo rubber m ye ka se obi didi e wo rubber m aduane hyehye wate egu rubber mu di omra no mehwe wenyam we bin kan chose wo didi aye pa cho bra behwe tota se na yete omamu a yesi bibia rubber na to the extent that na ntwe kakraka ya woda we na fukase ni nyina e rubber nkwa rubber no ntimi ntwi o wotimi pontwi emfiri de yam
okwabrane mu ate ho ntimi
eso chen konso ye da manimu yi sa rubber ya wotwe hwe bra Facebook behe e black polythene bags e banku rubber e rubber sa hodo ye use
e apesie na
akoto to single use plastic na yen save Ghana environment no. Now, by the year 2050, estimation is plastic ebe wo ocean mu no ebe dawson a chen fish. Yen hwe ni ye na yesum yan kasa ye ho afidie. Sane se nei wokoto ade a koto aduane ansapan no de akọ ni akọje aduane ni de gu roba mu no de abafie. O tokoko ama wo ba akọ school a obeto gu flask mu de ama kwada no na kwada no anom koko no e wo kwan paso no abọ ni nipadua ho ban no akoto koko hyehye ama ye de gu roba mu ama kwada na karoba na no na wo fi ano twe yade a enuanunuro mesi enuanunuro wempo de enuanunuro enuro chemicals ye de aye roba no wo twe ni nyina de akọ mu esa ne heat no nti owi a roba no wato atwene nanso sanka wo de koko ni gu flask mu a onum koko ni wi a onye bola bia wachire onkoto flask ne ntwene nanso o de kogu roba mu a onum koko ni wi a roba no eye bola wato atwene fa chance nkoto aduane na de chance nkokoto aduane a obafie a on generate bola bia wo de nsapan ko ne de gu roba mu mawa obafie na de di wi a ekira de no eye bola wonim se plastic bola nso enya de ekopre ne na kopro china enu nti ne Roberts aye yusu nyina eda so ne yeti asase so a aye baabi afi na baabi aye basa hwepomu ni o roba nkwa ni o roba nkwa be ye fra baabi Shatter Beach
na de nti na esi mbane
minyaya nanka but omu ni political will no oh ya tie bibia to elections ya we money yedin ade ba ko a ama Ghana politicians any political will o mo de be ye niam ebe mo man na ko nanim elections obi am pese obeteki a hard decision a ebe ma nkofo aye uncomfortable
say election yen to ma
sa pepepe enu nti na ene ye street su nyina da ne dwom enu nti na ene utu obi a wote kwan finfin edi dwa
na ye din kete nso ebe yense na ho so one day
on kete because opabato no wo peso win elections
na ni power na ho chese na man
ni power no se so man ni be ye ene no ye how Paul Kagame ban single use plastic ene ayi Rwanda enya so mfa so se no rubber na nam wiemu yo
se du ba bia se on my development di na be autocratic better so on my development baby Nesi be autocratic say apaya.
Ne ye problem ne say yen politicians ne empenifo enye o man development o.
Eye omubuto.
Eye political power na o de benya no ho ne hia no. Enti ne ebe ma o man na kọ nanimu no se ebe ma obi aye uncomfortable na wonye.
Enti ya no adwene bi so se daachi bi. E be bo omudi ndi akansa because e weti akasa fa Kwame Nkrumah ho a e be dwene temamoto.
Today's politician doesn't care about legacy. And Ghana politician. Oh, bebre na Benjamin legacy ho. Mako
Mimi won say ebinom.
Mako and edwin legacy ho.
we dey anka omampani
ne umbedi ne ne ya na bebre na ahia wo mo
ana ne dachi o de beto anya dodo no
na nka galamsey anka stop here
e dey no correct
obi anwene legacy ho
most people are linked to galamsey
obi anwene legacy ho
yes but almost we di kind so man anwene legacy one ko man ye medu say
omo hunu ni
because
sa
the mamoto we said that so da
omo hunu ni sa
as ye over 40 years
person ye won twetwede wo ye nan wo temamoto we ho ye pese esisi no ya wo ye nan wo ho sa
you hunu said you be sia no
because ye interest in yes ade ni be ye
yeah bi ya twintwe so ahwe Kumasi Accra road years ateki
special man we there asem ebo ne po
Epa
ho adaben dwumadie enie ye koso di nkobo but ensem bi hyehye bebo awie me pese me firi ma adwen kakra ewo ho na yetufu awie yenyi no so firi kwan mu na ye ne omanfo eni nkobo sema ka cho se be konkoko
ya wo ka che me
ye de update na getos ni
de stop
weekend is nkoko nye de
eno na de saa ne ma
weekend nkoko be boring pa
getophobia we fi se no
getos ni
does getos nya wo de ma wo ye de
o se ene ma krom ye de
getos no
na me na me ka me kiro
getos mum
na de na ma nkofo ani ji wo krom nye getos ni fi ba
pub no na ma ho ye de na getos ni de
ne wo pub ne di free hi bra o de weekend to car na kom
ba ho so na ya na entokwa ne free ba
o de weekend to car na kom kokko bo nsi na kru no mu adwo kru no mu adwo
na se mu dwo eye
enkaye ene de
esa no matu ni mensem no
esa no matu ni de ye because
me feel say districts no police commanders ene dissects ahodo no omo pe kwan pa omo so be sisi sa ne ma no
necessary pa
yes
also mo pe na
yes so man yes sir say na say obi a sorry a on say social media no so na man for the inferiority amanfo esan epaja passion nkofo bi mu ene obi anka one on one ana say physical ushia na enko ntimi nyina ho kasem bi no ofa camera series so social media na waka ade na obi nso te wa na e ha no na bufu ewo ho no de ye adwuma but you see ye we ni nyina na ye na refri say oman no wo ye ne sa na ntokwasi na BBC a wo nua ketewa no ewo hobi wo nua na ontimi ntwe sekan no o kronim o papa ontimi ntwe sekan no o kronim okay o fa na ontimi ntwe sekan no o kronim and sa kro we ni ri ba bia ko yeso ye de ani eti sa ghettos no ghettos akase na we enam ha if you get away feel so you strong check get away sa ne mara na kofa ba
saa niema no ene kofa ba ye bebo wura nkokọ na sankomo ni nyina no
ede na oba abeje
we ha do mo ha me o
se me nwanwa it drink bebrebe wa ode oni bia se
de me de na esimi nchen ne no ano so ope
mimi akwete
ono so oba aja no adane de ama no ja
we ndey
baby last ba ko tifia ha ja o kire no hugu ya so nti obefa be drink no ko obegina na ana mse opede ye
na de oti computer na chikwa de ya na ohuni oye o ha no vre a no se be ba bi to so ba
Epa ho adaben enti kabi Epa ho adaben enti kabi
Mayencha Ghana Mampeni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Papa Baby will be a Ghana Menchia, or mine seven country say, Oda Yakuma so, or mine Edia Shawansa, any genius way home. So far, the emmy say, mistakes by Kumunumi and Sembiaba, but any mistakes or say, you're glossy over, and near my MPC BCBM. But so far, so good. I'm saying, do one any j and they see the Naho near when you're home. Na, I'm for her any muse. Inflation baby I didn't any no I didn't any single digit kwan so we're praying say afinu nko na wie ye on a single digit na enkoso nyina ho no mo a but ade ba kwa mahunu ne say mampani inflation figures no look good but kamia say okokromu a enema bo no nso en correspond you tie besre economic managers no mo hwe na mo hwe ho no. These figures must translate because at the end of the day, what the budget ba now be catch me say inflation. Me fan say 7%. Ni abwaje so yeah. In yes any money we na interest rate was so kofo bob or bank 40% and over. ɛbɛyɛ den sɛ ɔman no yɛbɛfi ase ate nka sɛ economy no ɛkɔ n'anim. Interest rates are still high. Inflation ɛkɔ fam. But enema bo nso da so ɛwɔ soro. Yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ saa indicators yi bɛ reflect ɛwɔ manfo na brabo mu na yenya the benefit of the proper economic management a yɛtete ho ensɛm. Mampani yɛbɔ mpaeɛ ni bi ma wo. Yɛsrɛ ɔbɔ adeɛ ahoɔden ma wo. Yɛsrɛ ɛyɛ ne banbɔ ma wo. Okɔ ne wo ba. Onyi wo mfiri akwanhyia mu. Ani bɔne ne ani tan ebedi wachi de ko mo mu nyina nifra ema yɛn. Na yɛn akwanhyia ne yɛ owu onyi mfiri mu. Woni yɛ mampani o nteja ɔsɛ bobi ma wo na yɛkae wo ne yɛde kɔ adoma henwa nanim. Sane sɛ koyie ma yɛ nyina. Na no akwanhyia ko ba sɛ yɛ mampani a me sure sanka still yɛdi yɛ a asoman and ho repercussions no anka yɛ nyina yɛbɛhunu sɛ ne ɛbɛkɔ de ama yɛn. Nti yɛbɛsrɛ ɔbɔ ade ahoɔden wɔ so. Wobɔ mpaeɛ no abobi edi ama omampani no. Na mampani wo hye se interior minister nye adwuma bi.
It is worth noting that 21 suspects have been identified through witness interview, scene visit, reconstruction of crime and crime scene.
Adwuma de share Alhaji Muntaka Mubaraka me born voice ano ene se abatuo mu ntokwasem ene abatuo mu ewuo ene epre ekoso no yenhwehwem na wona edi bone no ene kwan ekoba ya nipa ehwere wo mu nkwa wo mu apra ene sa ne mani nyina no yente ase ne ekoso pa na yehunu ne ekoso a oma oman no ewo empata de ma wo mu no na oman ne de ama wo mu omo wo se oman ne de omo kɔ emra nanim nso na oman ne de omo akɔ emra nanim na suehunu yenyaye yetimi edi eno so nanka ye dia reforming ekwan a ye manage and security in future elections. Besusu se eyanamompa na utu ye no. Ebi wo difficulty with the fact say one chance in free 2016 ama ye hunu holistically ne course but be there yes at least 2 major elections ayakwa enipa ahwere wo mo nkwa no yenya aban bi a what show interest ewo say nipa ewu ye because you see ade a eya ene say otiman mu na omanfo ewu ekwan ya so na empanimfo a wo man ni mu saade no enye wo mo dadwen enha wo mo empempompe so mo hunu ete ase ne ekoso na se obi ena ye bone na ya twoma so eya ya ema wo a wote o man ni mu busa wo se enti anka to me a anka meye den ni nyina ka hu bi na manfo nye patriotic isane se akwai se Ghana no se uwu owuo bi a wawuwo se oman ni na enam no so uwu ye se police ni bi na buapayo okunwo soja ni bi na buapayo okunwo a Ghana ha se saade ni bi to a wawu kwa en ye hunu bebre enti eya na eyeya se yakoto aba ye di nipa wu ama nipa wu na mpanimfo a oman ni hye wo mu nsa ewo se omutu anamon a ebema omanfo na hu se saa suman ye nsososo no no mo empamua na yetete ho saa ne de aye politics na ye de abedu mpempenso we meda wase se we show interest in the lives of those Ghanaians wo mu ewu ye ebinumu amenumu da su ebinumu papa no mu ensu ebinumu na ebi ye breadwinners ebi mpo de in the case of odododi na nkoda ba kwa esu adi 8 years kura ka hu bi a stray bullet ko kan na man wu ye. I mean, we can't live in a country like that. Enti me bo aba so say o commission that investigation ene ho asem aba. Na ensem na apie mu no ba ko bi wo mu a me pese me single ne out na as on man ye di hu nkomo awie yi. Mesre Alhaji Muntaka Mubaraka me ate ase se ensem akese a yetete ye efri awutu senya east efa Mavis Hawakumsin ho ensem no ente saa enye no kre tax force ni hwehwemu ene se etuototo a yete se koso onobu koyo ka yese ono sie at the time interviews or grantee yen say Hawakumsin tax at the Black Land Cruiser be di nintente omu tututuo, omu chesino, and if you play back that interview and you listen, or ne kasa mu nutim say ase what so ase obo bena ase you are traumatized. It got everybody alarmed. In fact, how Akumsin has been branded in this country as obebia opetutrasem. Eyesa and some kayeno any public perception na
Happy FM.
Narrative no ekreti ye ene share maame na tade saa. Na ni pedudo na so gidi se ampa sansem no ye den eye no kore. Isn't say at the time when someone see it, and you see, this is one of the reasons in tia as a bind as some see it also ye hwehwemu. Because se wan ye hwehwemu amfa ehwo pomasibire amma, it just fuels public perception. Some MPP are buying at the time. Allegations of yetututuo, yabubo kofotuo, how come saying the taxi moving from one police station to the other. And when we remove man police for your independent work, and the whole report to buy ya. Okay, that perception would have been dealt with. But be that as it may, make a crampus and come here and put on the buyer crank because I buy now a believe who said they cover up for their own people. But the crow woman say, my penny mahama beye. Na me report to Nakano. Me jinaso the Minister of the Interior baso. O my ye timuno ye nyina ye nim sene politicians ye o madwuma. Kata so muamu aso ya de bi Ghana politicians nim ye pa. Se asemwasi na fa ne party ho. Se asemwasi na asem ne betimi ama ne party anim agu ase. Ekwan bi a obefa so a obekata so obemuamu aso na obeka asem no na wachia no na ma aye de no obeye. But Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak achira de bi asade na wachire no me can say e can reset you like ye hunu bibi foforo kakra. And no I can say yeah, you dwell so much on the negatives. Inti de bia no, yeah, you boy ho
98.9.
Susu say ye nkoya nim. Inti say enema pa no kakra bi pia ye nka na kase me boa na enhye ye nkura ne enye ne more. The Interior Minister, after receiving a report from a task force, at the emu asemo pepepe na betu dwa. O say na call your nsemo o kan ye ne nye no kore. Sana committee naka when you name free report to him. One try so okay we no one san chire mu na sa wasa address asem no. O kan no said ye tie send a report to ne ka send investigators no hu no. Sa de na papa na ye no. Ghana for mommo na ba so let's highlight it. And yinyina no so encourage other public officials say eba membu a it goes beyond party. Because say or the honey see ya anka lessons was ensua so man ye ensua lessons ni bi ni saying Ghana politicians when je fabrication ho pa na asem we ya esie no special e wo muma ensemtwerofo and politicians and the third group eye me no mienu Ghana ni a ye timani mu a ye tie nkomo na ensemtwerofo e de bada bia no sa asem we ya ma mahu se he empentem mua aten. How akumsin bo ye kobo no Ablekuma North nyina gina sansem na omo kafa no ho no because Ablekuma North was an opportunity for revenge. Near ya can say see ye etu out to ye nkrofo am ye tatai wo mo ene wa Ablekuma North dia ene ye wonso ye bebo because your power. But then we are told this sansem no na enye no kre.
Happy FM 98.9.
We can say me chire Ghana politicians. Ye ni je in kontompo ho ye prefabrication. Asemo a ente saa na ya hanhan ye ni aka. Asemo a ebi ete saa nanso ye ka na edi bia ka ho di Ghana politician no a echi a oman we wudi gya na betum. Another group of people are ye what lesson sua wo saade we mu ye nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ. Allegations na ma me ne ye keka ensɛm ne gu mu no were done through media interviews. Media interviews. Na ye practice bi wo man mu ye nyina ye bi. Eno nkyerɛ sɛ ye sɛ nipa ne yɛ politician ko a ye ma ne kwan yɛ allegation bia wo pɛ e wo mre ko a yen subject wo mu to scrutiny. I never interviewed Nankoyo during that time. But then I've gone back to listen to some of the interviews. Nowhere did I hear any journalist ask her, Asemna wo kan wako report. Police station ben na de koye, time ben na de koye. We were rather interested in no omo tututuo no. Na oyam hyehyew. Na saa time na ekoso otirim. Into ususu se nipa be na ye saa. Eno na ne interested. Na saa approach no na a fuel hate, anger, na ede violence by elections mu. Nsɛmtwerɛ for ye wasudie, ye wadwuma ye. We are the gatekeepers. Ye sonye.
Happy FM 98.9.
Nsɛmtwerɛ for ye sonye. Na wasa asɛm bi a ɛfa yɛ so kɔ amanfo asom bia no yɛn na yɛ asɛdeɛ sɛ yɛbɛsɔne so make sure sɛ ne ɛkɔ no nkɔ poison atmosphere no. We have a lesson free asɛm yi mu. The other group a me de afutuo bɛma ɛyɛ wo timamuni a yɛ wotie timamuni a waso ni wani di politics n'akyi. Be careful what you hear, be careful what you pay attention to, and be careful what you believe. And pray wo ho enji asɛm ndi because nipa na wɔka asɛm no yɛ party ni. And for a lot of sympathizers, fanatics and supporters, saa pepepe na adwene tie. Adwene ne da autopilot. Sɛ me NDC ni na NDC candidate ana NDC politician be allegation bi a me NDC ni a ɔyɛ NDC ni a wɔno abɛyɛ allegation nti sɛ asɛm na wɔka no ɛtɔ asomu it make sense. Asɛm a wɔka ndi ɛyɛ ntro ɛnyɛ no korɛ akwada akora de n'adwene fa ho a ɛtɔ asomu ɛnyɛ yie. Ɛte saa akora wɔnwini o esane sɛ ne party ni aka nti allegation ni true ni ekurom ni ɛde nam saa. Ghana for muntie me. The fact is say obi ekura honorable title enkyerɛ sɛ asɛm bi a wɔka bia yɛ no korɛ turodo. The fact is so be a party executive. Radio station me a friend in an interview. Now why ye allegation for obi who does not mean say somebody no cre. And ya wadi bi wo man mu ya yetaye. Say enye no kra ade no me kasa ye. Say ose enyampa ade na besi ne won kan asem no ho asem. Enti esan se nipa no enkasa ho nti ne silence ni kyerɛ sɛ wayɛ ade na na. Ye de sa mindset ni tena mamu a yebe bua ye nyina ye hu kumfo kyerɛ ne yebe hu sɛ ye di ye ho abro. Silence does not mean guilty. It does not mean guilt. O kan asɛm fa me ho na me mbua wa ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ asɛm na waka fa me ho ne ye no kra because me mbua wo. O ho adagye na me ni. Ɛnya asɛm wo ho hia me nti. Ɛno na wɔsɛ yɛn Ghana fo a yɛtie no yɛte aseɛ sɛ ansa na wobɛgye obi asɛm wadi no na watie afa no mienu no until sɛ wobɛte afa bi the other side no ana investigation mi bɛkɔ so ɛho asɛm bɛba no mempɛntɛmo anyini na deɛ ba ko a menhunu wɔ saa asɛm ni mu ne sɛ politicians yɛn nkurɔfo bi a omo be kan nsɛm a ɛbɛma wakoma huri akɔsoro sɛ bɛyɛ a wobɛdi wɔn akyi sɛ bɛyɛ a bɛto abama wɔn sɛ bɛyɛ a bɛsupport wɔn sɛ bɛyɛ a wɔn ka sɛ yeye yɛnko wobɛdi akyire ɛyɛ ne ɔmo nim so ɔmo ka ɛbɛma obu afu ne ɔmo nim sɛ ɔmo ka ɛbɛma ato abetia obi no ato abade ama wɔ mo ɛno no ɔmo bɛka. Listen, politicians are not after the truth. They are after your vote. Na ne obɛyɛ a obɛnya wo vote no ɛno no obɛyɛ ɛnyɛ no kra no no de nam. Moma yɛmfa wentu yɛtirim fa nto yɛkotodwem. Na yɛnsua lesson ɛmfiri mu. Na wotwa ntro etwa nkontompo de gitumi a akonwa ne nkyɛ wɔ nsɛm. Because you see, it is only a matter of time and the truth will come out. Or say, and you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Special.
Wakasa.
Fakakra waso na yema emuso eno no so.
How are Yakubu? Me mano amobe. Kwa yo nya abotre. Ehwe esebre bi bedru a. Committee bi baba. No matna so. Na otimi twen ya. Na ono nso amfa abufu an retaliate o baby. Na kopem se eba bedru pepenso a ya vindicate ni se ono ankasa no saade no kra no mo kan nem for no. Eno nso achi no kra no. Na unimade ye me nwanwa.
Baby.
So all this while, Phyllis na koyo honorable. E fa ba bi sa akasa no so favor no election ni mu.
E said na mani we ni.
It will chantro atu obi so de anya vote enne. Da chete say. De akoya ni mu na chese de bia no obi be chantro ansa no watimi anya vote ana. E legacy a set de amanchi manso ana. One ebe politics mo omo ye nkwala. Ya mudi machi no. Eno na mo kire omo ana. And if he say one of the honest politicians I know this dispensation eh obi a say bona baso pa. Ura muntaka. Wa fa party colors and ra continue adwuma omo ye.
Yeah.
And ohwemu a straight o ka asem no wa nchechire ho Antoma
report no or reading
verbatim. Now even before the report about and then be question and then be say enti all this one papa no sanke bi kra obi anya ho report go beti akase en touch ya na yenye de yenko abonten ne yenkoka at the end of the day yena asem no yenim yena ye form a committee me na me da no me party
Opa betima mo my edit.
Touch baby or person be edit bia. No about bonten am kind say the SAT. Because the people bia no the office will be who are bonten no. E na we ye kire ba wa kasa de we ye no e okukuam. Di de bia me ka say wu obi say odi bone wa bonten a de oye wo ne kukuam no ada na di amount. De oye ankasa no e no ada na di. But oye ne ho say de bia ono na ya e ye de opese ohu no no ahu.
Muntaka ya de.
And why are they? Young one abaso. If it's on my penny, you may be out there, and Sano. For me, you are demonstrating crutches, say, Sabiano. Your man no coswanya day. And you manano creepy prince or what? Obey ye pie. And a near pin so how obey ye pie na. Only make time when I may shine am say. Na I feel the world politics mu. Na position crowd kunya a crowd and throw. And you would na to young so. Edinya and a da wudi ni wona de na ade be hye obi mu
ewiase wie
ewiase wie who say
na ade be hye
o kasa no say ye kwa anim no de na yesua ye pet and tro chen say ye be honest
enokre enomanfo no so ase no so na da bi o
say o ma je tum no bia anani yesi we yakokum we wa o yesi we na ye o ye din kan a vilify
o my way
castigate you ni a judge we
ye ni je akae ho yes
asem court kura na yendi wie no yenye mo mbua ofo ti asem ne ba na se court chese ntisa chese court no
enye no bia na tani je na yeye ansa na ono do bokwa ko nyina court kura na wa ba be bu mfi abua ofo a kire so ye kromfo de da meanwa wonye judge atani je na wonye judge
no setting the docket wie
wonye judge
na wadi guard bi no
odi omo court odi omo court nyina oyo press conferences more than twice and sana the docket here ready
Now you say ya. And just say when you come off for mentality be
Idi asem ni wie na no
so. And you vote to go so the Dutch in the Magana. And you vote to know so the developer of mine.
Debi.
But politicians refuse adiano. And meti asem na me ra ho say it will be maame na the tone so say. Ono je o ta die wu. E we election time. Maame na my friend how Yakubu.
Yeah, Kumsin.
How Kumsin.
Omu nyina mani adimum.
Yes.
Yakubu
how Kumsin na no huni. No mu nyina ni ade. But how Kumsin? Ya the tone so no mo di bi kra omo de ma no. But said you me pese me bono ha. Oko kaso de maame ne de.
O mama ne dimbone pa.
Dimbone pa to the extent e bi kra so sheda fatu to bobi no. And this is the time. Dear oti ya wo de asem ne koya. This time one is asem we no. The mentality wa form that down. It's the next election same po maame ne wo mu a or forming the mentality one that down. Because one tia say and one a public man of a because head man. And the papa we na ya me sure say hwehwemu e public man of won so de no e beba naked am ya hunu nipa bi no mu a omo hihye
che no po de say omo de bi akogina court ama ya bo omo ka ya fine omo nti na just that amount for full say omo edi bone na nkasa video no capture omo enye omo ne dem kogina court enye omo ne dem kogina
na omo mu so de wo say
enye no de no kwere no
enye omo we mu ne binom timi ka kire binom say obe ha nkasa brinka the seat are vacant. By intimi nche no. Ana okay. You to abaya ekwetia ono. So bi gira o ka say nya ha onipa ne ben ha afenwoma ke ben ha kasabre ni seat are vacant.
Yeah.
The seat are vacant to ka.
Esa ko beku no.
Straight wa che so beku no.
Ya ka mo so mmenka.
Eti sade na course no. Then galamsey. Yan kama ura Justin Kodu amone ya den. And national issues you're dealing with. National problem, national canker. It's yenya is me NPP ni. Me time, nensu anything. And the nensu no.
Happy FM 98.9.
Me NDC ni MPP for hono. Omuma licenses say. Ele ema assassin say. State na woman to see and crime bells near before so find the solutions. Because the TNDC, for Takas, mining list, mining licenses say, but gold board buy ya, Cromer told gold, no licenses on the amount. We didn't
what a bay.
Now, maybe that's on no Koto gold, every mines on our Petoma gold board.
And you're going to say for no Bokakoto.
Go! Messim, main Kase, Messim and him.
I said, President to a Kase, good.
Oh, no, Grand Kuja say,
Galamsey for gold, yes, good.
Etomo mienya is a national kanka ye tu asie no ana ye pese tu asie no ana ye pese te so no na yenya is a gira simpie so a mesi me NDC ni nti NPP for na cause problem we me MPP for na cause problem too much hwe okodu gon offense si a me ka say
ye krom
bridge kase no ye tu asie sa ma hankra be da asie
yeah da kure be dwiragu
da ko cast nam so na dwiragu sabre no na sabre national disaster na fe ye twa videos na ya start interviews wo ho ni e frasie na omanpani se na dwuma wo ye nyina wo jai sabre no edeko ba ye omudidi ase nyina panifo ani tuo ba do see ye NPP na wo power nti odi ase o see ye NDC na aba power NDC ni na edi ase nti ase ye ja no maneko adano me nam so na me hwese bridge no
me say
ka kese fa so ati se shiki
da kro me say enti da bia me wura du nkwa
na obisa ho say hwe bari akra de so mo de adane galamsey bia wo omo tuo be wura kro nim ayiyi real ya da time say railways them say mabiem
na wo na agu railways ni de agu
but nke easiest way transporting the amount
say me ni ntia me ka say o my way na say
that is the easiest way
any development no mo hwehwe
me vote
political power nti eno an vote minya
but o mo se so madwene na o meti aye say bedu bra bi mrantie ne mabawa no se wo hu Tanzania se di ekoso o mo so o mo anto ama de o wini no enti o mo mra efa vote ne mekire o mo si tintim ye ne people's power no mo fa mekire
enti galamsey asem no aka and me susu se no ano no ena no na meka che madam fo bi se Penifo kasa bi eyo mo kana ya mo mie fan kwadwendwene mu. Penifo kasa bi se ekomodo sedien ya ye fa nsam yenu ndidi.
Ena wutimi fa ansa chi nsu ni dit se onza ye.
But eno enna ye no ye wo gold. And then we're told that Ghana is the 9th country with the largest deposit of gold.
Yes.
And in the whole of Africa,
and
Ghana, in the whole of Africa, Ghana and award the largest deposit of gold. And a typical and Ghana so my in development was form. Uhia was sro. Ahonchire wo man ni mu. Inti a typical situation of ubia ekomode ne pa na ekomode na che pa na yede aduane a ehwam aduane a ya ganeshe aduane a ya ganeshe esisi ne kama na emu ntutuo bowura ahuni mu a na biribi yew na yede abesisa nipa nanim na ekomode na chenti
onhwe
aduane ne nkɔ ba bia aduane ne ye wodea oni obi anibi oni obi ambomuhye onko awodea enko baabia na so esan se ekomo ade na chenti na wapebia cha wonya nti aduane na yede amane na eye ne de a oni obi ambomuhye enko baabia no ode ne nsamienu na edie onipa a obeye saa ne mpanimfo se bempreduasa wo ye jimifo
esa ye potwa
wede no wo ye potwa se ekomo dew ne ade aduane si wanim na wo de nsamienu bo aduane nim di a wo ye kotwa
potwa
wo ye jimifo eno na Ghana ye da na die because ekomo dew batiamu aduane ne nkɔ ba bia wo de nsamienu ni di a ema wo me enchen se ne wo expect
ofom no basa
wo ye jimifo eno ani suban a Ghana ye da na die na se yenyina yebegye atum ne ehunu ne se saa ne etie de a na yembusa ye ho se ye hunu ne saa no ede na wose ye fa ho oman a ye pesika emfa ho ne kwan a ye nsa beka sika no se ye beku ye ho ma ye nya sika ye beye ye be se ye nsa ase ye nsuo ne nya sika na ye beye nanso yenwene ho se menye sika ne wie a ehin na menya aduane afire ehin na menya nsuo enti se wanwene saade no ho na sika na ntia na wo pede na sebe wo sanso ejimifo because unye jimifo ne ne o pre sika nanso wanwene kwan a wo befa so a obedidi
yes na wadwene saade we oman ya yetimi ma hoho ekwan se yinsika baby ehye biai yensai ho na suku wo ho
so imagine say woye eja ana ena na ohia account wo yere wo ma
yes
woko ahohiahia mu yo hiani na obi aka kire se memma wo ade bi a obenya sika na wo hawo nyina to atwa na emomu no afi bia o mam yensa no ba ko bewu ni obetwa to awu kura be ye wo yere wo pa na wo mpe se odwene ohia wuwo mu na okase ai fama me pa wo ye jimifo emu jimifo
Happy FM
because
98.9
ohia na wotimu no
unya sika ne wi
enya wo nko na timu wone wo yere ne wo mane na ti hia ni mu su a wu ni sika nyina ye because of enkoda no ne oba no na obi so obema wo sika na emomo no sankrofo no ubelusu wo mo na wo so obeji a wo ye jibifo
because sika no jiwie na ma na wo yere no kwa wo de be den
enti se ube say asase anya gold na obewie na ekombe de wo na kura sika na wonya bribia wo di sika ne beto a wo ye jibifo
na wo da chance wo de ato apete
se wonwene o chena nti no wagimi se obekwa akope gold enye sika yantem ogu account mu esifie kese atomu cars enya girls dodo bi a wo pe na momo no opensu a eje se wa place order to the United States ema ya import nsu ma dibe 2-3 months wo poso ansa na wonsu a obenom aba wo ye jimifo
upe tomato
sika na wanya ni nyina no eye jimi sika
yes
eye sika nyansa nimu because ukura sika no enso wontimi fa nto ade ehia wo because wo say sa ade no na de pay sika no enne wanya sika no enso ade kro no nso ahwero Ghana fo ye mpanimfo mo amo pre gold na mo tu gold na mo sensa sense nsuo no me kire mo nipa kora mo ye se wo pe gold na wo nwene aduane a wo bedi asase a wo benu aso aduane na gold no kora wo pe no benye sika na nso ba bia besi dan no kora wo ahwa wo nya because asase ni nyina asai what is how we jimifo special fancy ha
Bedase na wona ye saade no nso no ade ya me yanse nyo omukwa na nke affect you wo wanya osika ohia ni biti ba bi nsu ayira befa no
say no
o se dunkwa me mo pani bi di but sofu krom nsuo na base na etu omo na saa pani no aka se me dan moto na esi soro no momfa omonkotrem uko dunkwa wa sisi nsuo to se sofu krom fo nyina omta afro sofu akurase ebetu omu nyina sabre na isom cosquate with their friends ono so gonya galamseo but obi agya ne sika obi ekwa hyeda afa ne sika awie e na ote ne ba bi no relax odunkwa ho nsuo ne to a enam se atwatire nti nsuo ne nyina bu ebegu sofu kromfo sofu krase fo no no matu no mtete o monam fofo nchen eso no hia ne bi a on hyeda enye na dwene mpo se o ye galamse ni bi o ye afu no didi but o okotu efom agudie ni nyina o anya mu sika ni bi but nsuo to ya no no so na susuaso aba saa na ba bi atio Ghana ye galamse nsase na omode sensase no ebedu ba bi se kono kwane na busua na enya nsuo no ma enke adwen ebedu ba bi se tomatoes na ye dua no anye ye na ebe ko Burkina Faso ni akwa na ne bo ba de ne kono kwane na busua beto an confess ska no koto batentisa
tomatoes no kra onya bi no ato ukura skapa so unya nsuo ukura skapa
because tomatoes no edition na
ukura skapa enso usuro so beto banche because heavy metals
mo ebedu ba bi no ebe fra
ukuro madua no ntimi ndi biem
ndi ye wakofa no abonten so na bo den
ubedi noodles isa na odi
eno so bo den se ma o yare ahoro
nanka enti na se udi bi se ye diska no to yade da
yes ba obi dwumadi a wadi
cause wanya sika enti no wudi shepe wuku hu na wuni
woka na dia ya MPP ni dia ya NDC omu wia na makosia ba bi no makasa ya omu dia krade ya kika omu timum na ya dia enya fa omu dia
special mame nkwa homa no so unse ye di nkomo bi about nkokọ ne ohyew bi a MC no etimi dia ba wo manimu a ena me ne wo kasa yi gato se won kokọ de me yakasa ni nyina agu bubu shanti ko ba bia ko na mame nkwa homa no so na me ne MC a owo nkokọ west eni nkomo the honorable Tamimu Halidu adjoin me ewo ahoma no eso honorable Tamimu otimi nka Happy FM su nie me mo ha
kania minia brown yakopon to nkwanam wishra watiefo no wadwumayefo nyina kwawe so eje so
amen o ene de mo ni yo mabọ adwuma pa
ya da matse
na mawie
ya wie ba ka the next step which I be ne ochina na otwe
okay
no yeah another step I see share all the ghetto boys within the municipality na ye no mo trust edin komo na and so yeah second step ya be ta ko third step ningi na ya hihye go oba kutoka sama yakani say
honorable
yes boss
asa na homa ne twetwe sika kra o se wo hwe enam sa homa ne tekoe
mpacha me say first step one
Into my next step ne say mo ba be sha ghetto boys no na mo ni o madi nkomo
all the ghetto boys in Nkoko
honorable mami mbu so wetu bia kotara bonten webubu me dan ametimu amede me di cool off wawo me esi abonten wo so ne me be sia akonwa di nkomo be
ebe ye dentia ye ne sa no ye di ka ye engagement anya adwuma enti ye de emra no aye adwuma ne And no more crown air for engagement.
Okay.
Let's just say there's a way out. You've been here psychologists, you've been here counselors, you've been here educators. Because some of you can you know, you could see by people none drugs, in Nubone, cocaine, tramor, make it count, and I think some. You know, I say you're home, you're near so for. We should know some of them almost how. Because another first step where but say man yantum, but they embrace humanity. They are rather calling for it, and they see it. Sabi, Obenuma Dubonia, Ufi, Ubitwan Ufi. One my busy, you can say take your drug. I am my mayor or how a mayor threat to the peace and security of Kwawes. And then there's a municipal chief executive and the chairman of MUSEC, Municipal Security Council, Mempeneta, Enya Jumansoda. And then the medical council, whenever Boshanti are called from. Boboshanti call from
Almighty Boboshanti.
A call from bed format in a call from so in your positive impact. Push up violent crimes, them a trend that there, a cacabin, men penny, and so call a call from to even coming to 0 level. And I won't say Abubushi. No, so Unity Guardian, so also one of the areas they won't say behind. They see Sunday, you know, for the Gaza. It's a proactive, never be any very reactive. See, more days, 3 days, Opia intimate and sorry, improve, or MUSEC recommendation. Those areas should be demolished. And now, much about 4. Bed 3, and I'm a chair security, Senate. I'm on your sleep. Sweep and Nipa Marco 14. I know me, I work for the sector, Emra, and Ombiti, not Ochana, a queen or more. If they will say, Omo Capono, a city with Omo Cocots, and no it's in a ball 5 and a costa Tijumadino. The year by 9 to 10, I'm a pie. The Metma catcher said, there's peace, there's calm, all investors should come to Kwawes. Them say kwawum for the obi enemy ye hojo kwaw for ye de etwadi kwaw for ye wotema manipa kwaw for ye nipa bia obi onim kwa nipia no opeso associate with kwaw for ye ma fi wa nipa kitwa bi emese ye din pa yaje enti ano de nananom na obomen hene ono ne mpanifo nkoko ahemfo atibie obo omunyina said Tami we yana no. The 2 meter wachi. Asofo enso betamachi. Ministry na me da no. It didn't define who I am. Minister of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Do ye be bia so the asofo imam no ahemfo professional security BNI ambulance fire service immigration bring all of them together and take decision. I can assure you, sir, any cattle, jacks, you stop it as early as you can. The stop, you know, say, Jagina Untimia, would go to your house and do it. Let your family members, Abusiano Muso Bra Woman, your Baba council, your Baba engagement, your Baba phone, and Mamma Abaya Sase, and now a quite be an adjubin train for her. You baby, MC, and I dear point, Juma, a quite a short by interim for.
O cry, Miss Useless over Faumpo.
Ultimate, the assembly member letter area, my bona basofa. A lot of street lights are available. Yeah, be electric poles, but be in the no.
Yeah,
as a pioneer top for man, I do a hokra, you I scare these criminals. I don't want to say they are criminals, I want to say they are outliers.
Okay.
Yeah, MSA. Peer pressure. Obu ha wonim no ye no. Jackson obe or normal sa obe no kra o. Na me da fida kese so am Ghana Police Service, Immigration, Fire Service, Ambulance, NADMO, and then they all came out in their numbers. Mama exercise now I peaceful.
Peaceful. Na Mamimbusa honorable so far ghettos dodo be sen na namutimi edwirigu ye.
Ghettos in the okase timi boom. And if a baby you edwirigu ye o kan ba ko a. Also, I don't mean to be 10, 11.
Wow.
But it is at the same point, and I drink. It says Akabia security reasons in the meantime fund to job.
Okay.
That is our next target.
Very well. Now, yes. No, any so name no as a more difficult kakra. Me no ka say me yi video ni bi me hu bulldozers a edwiri structures egu. But ade ba kon so me hunu ni say indua ti se kube ndua a esi ho kontin kro. We minim say kutu odua o sedien yo. Mo di bulldozers no etutu se ndua ni nyina. There is another video, Joyce, if you have that video, body full said the MC will be a feature board there. Now, bulldozer edwiri body ni nyina diagu. Na mibusa say one more wooden structures no omutitimu no na mo edwiri gu a body ni nnua no so no aye den honorable
bra
honorable Tamim
so the first will be no more bisa me call first so send me hu no and the base once a dana kasa and then such a call for Mosha imienu pe nkete bi nnua no afene mo na base on a bench no ya bo bench ni nyina hyehyɛ brode no okra de ontimi fa ho so I a lot of class so the unity guard e chiro
unity guard e chiro no
good into on I am habitat you
but honorable say nka mo betimi apruni mo ne Department of Parks and Gardens ye adwuma mo betimi akododo ho apruni ho the street light akobo ho ama bi krampo abobema police patrol kra no consistently no omo be ko ho no mo na honestly nyame anim no kra ni video am yi ni sisi amanfo ba Facebook me hwebi body dodo a mo adwira gu fom ni in fact abekra mo adwira abegu fom honorable
pacho me no ya adwen pa so ya koye na agri director coins if you don't take this decision on for security reasons e bedru bi a Saturday no bi a ne obete no there was revenge cooking to come to their base to attack. So the immediate solution, I think we should destabilize this whole base. It's not about your daylight back and I demand police call police for. But for now, they will come and put up a lot of plants there. Now, some of the Pragia. We are thinking, say, the Pragia station. So,
okay.
But the option left, they say, clear say we will not succeed. Because when you're first time, but when you're first exercise,
okay.
So now, first one you call, the same idea in the buy. Musa said that brought in the intimate channel. O share a Kubin intimate channel. We have yes, say a Japadia, yes, environment.
Edriani pa na yes ni say.
Sir, but Uber say Adriani is an name Ajem Kwaba Kodia. It's better to do that than say Ubi Jano, nay Nipan, because ganging in our own Mujano Cotton. The police say, no, we're about the no afar, no atta, Okoya, no afaba, and Chakoya say, hideouts. You know, near implication of Brodiani Kubino. But it was a hideout if you don't take that decision.
Okay.
Meaning, I'll be on Cabedo next week, Happy FM. Now, some the Ken News one, a champ Brodiati. So we sat down with Nananum. So I tried to use Nananum Kranidi.
Yeah.
You're on a number of course, me wafa, Brody. And Mumfiang, and yes, sir. Never bano enye.
It's a hona kwaye ase kusukuku mu body na keka bomu oni ntino. Omu kwahye mu sa na wuhu. Edu na dwon so ho susum.
Anna junti na brode ni suwa. Untimi eleti o lighting system no. Eto ba akoso a ento ho. In fact, Sadia okay, we call music meeting Monday. Ye dwen ho sa. But the only solution is clear the place. and save life.
I am the same plans to say baby I'm going no more the bear Praga for station.
Yes, we are thinking say in the Praga station. Yes.
Yo.
Now, I feel saying yeah no kwa. I say ya train nadmo. Almost a media in ya. I the beba animu a damage. Enko yukusu. Oh, you no more drink. Environment, sanitation, environmental sustainability.
Okay.
But as I speak to you now, Minia Brown, that is the only option. So, ube jabro diana, then there's likely who say, Yabesa Lusunqua. You know, Brodiana, you weigh the two.
But what is the guarantee, say, Majiri Guno? I mean, Tokwadia, a nim location. Omubetimi share baby fufro e dia boy ni without necessarily using sa base hey.
Yes, that is the first step one. We want them even to leave that place.
Okay.
To send signal say your gang, your co agoglosia, you be ko hum near normal. They say what destabilize them no.
They say what's kata wo.
We are juma pa ukofie. Now be the other so. How do you feel?
Yeah.
It destabilizes you.
That's true.
They should just leave the scene. They say, and you may do Obiano. To be a planet, you security a year ever.
Okay.
I said, Father, they improve for a week, can also come and attack. They are at Agoglosh. But now, they are not there. Where are they? It's a bit take time. The police who could see investigation. No, brother, when I do any do, didn't but who consider
who here?
That is the Musak decision.
Now, because to the extent to say, Omato a hono agbobulushi no crash the kind of concept omode chichire sa abro no. Well, Emrante ni asa omolaya mi yo mo Facebook yi obi a she boxer shorts na say mo pure mo soro no mo soro empo
apa into ono kra de obi de any few who bloody fool by security ni de ye who bloody fool ye who say temporary structures for people because me ko bi tar bloody on de onim ni oye so
why ye he
bloody no o dwane no achechire bloody ala say enye easy. But
also the bigger plan is enaka kreda ye ni no mobile behwe ne counselors ne asofo ne psychologists ehia wo mo na maboa wo mo out of the addiction
Yeah. That is what we are thinking now.
Okay.
You see 14th we are coordinating that music we should meet them.
Na mo fro omo beba
I'm telling you, they are even calling.
Okay.
Because they now see that your back room cry. They say, Unini, a brody, and my unini, Yatubu. Call brody, and answer as umbrella.
Yeah.
And my unini, Yabubu. Kubea, quatra, near the New Grassy, Yabubu. And they say, anybody, Yako. And you know, and then Uncle for a patch. And Uncle. And I can show you, say, yeah, kono na muno nyesi ekobubu structure bi adabi.
Yeah.
We are talking about laws no a mausa to bebu permanent structures dabi. And see kwa go bi a omo frene blood bank. Omo say moja dam.
Hey.
And we won't tell you, me tell you.
I said just say.
Yeah, ko ye bubu guye.
Oh, blood bank.
Yes.
E will get to her no more blood bank will get to her.
So that is the term they are using.
Omuchimo moja ohana.
Baby, on a rapia no nya moja. The opebia uramo, and you know, honorable security issues. I am time fan trouble on team bebre.
Me to say.
But I can share you say we will rehab them. We will try our best possible to educate them to stay away from drugs. Nanko kokra de ane wo ye nyina o ya ane wo me bo me brain nyina ko school akwajo best call first be call pictures but I had me check had ye ni ho me first me ko school from akwajo to adojiri and me fall me call presby at honest and who dare you to pass there
Honorable, me da wase na mabo abaso ne adwuma waye na emrante ya me hu omfoni mu clearly most of them no kra no presence of mind no kra wo mu ni. I'm wondering whether police for ebe prosecute omo de omakogu afiase a because clearly nkofo mu here help. They need help and not incarceration. I made the say rehabilitation your focus. I would plead say boys here me you omo sisi e die. Honorable mo betime intervene a enya sem o sem de court na mo help emoa mo betime de abo mo no mo free addiction mu. Because obi o class adwene kura nya adwuma.
Anna, me see a crown has to restrict to you. Others have started reacting. See, I do know yet.
Onye binti no take your chino.
That's why the start to call hospital and when you because it be a sick and yes, it be a BBI, you know.
Withdrawal symptoms, you know.
Yes. Do the no court through those crown.
The Akoyo Tiwe so team so Akoyo Tiwe team so brepa Akoyo kutu o brepa team say o hia bribi dia so na dia so.
I don't know free system no pedia. See BBC.
Yo, honorable, you said them. Yo, next week, you be saying Kukumasi, I be faho. Na yasra na ye de ani so aba behwe se de e chire na kwakuwie. Yo,
Happy FM. Energy papa mo bo my Ghana.
Happy FM da wase. Honorable Nyamen kan ho bebre. Honorable Tamimu Hamidu MC Emma Nkoko West Municipal Assembly. Ene has been shake up a year in Koko. Actually, over 10 ghettos have been raised down by MC and Musec. 989 FM. A pamwa da beni. My memory way. Na mema kwina kakrebia onso show many asenu beti free or 0551563916 0555657278. And come on doso. Brani indi ni da. And then you may. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Baby.
Pachodini baby Afrifi. Togbi Akle. Kokom. Yo, Ganet yo ja.
Yo. Hey, we Jumo.
Ya de nyamiase. Amen.
Kusu abreu.
How akumsi abreu?
Yo, ushia. Nkofur penasam. Naso saga no the atro da attacking pa. Nti me disate we no baba kuti se emu do kokota na sere.
Oh, me nya sure se kota se mu. Ebia ono na se opese osiu maame no for defamation se bi ogu no hufia fine but me nya sure se
even se mu na wo se no before dia. I say on the court in the abandoned court. But minute and so I the power or any city as one fire politics. Yeah, a pen or kind of play. Namishano. The mission of Ngoko and Sinoso Obama. And it's Namishano. Ha.
Togbi Aklimishme da Simona Yao. Hello, good evening.
Bibi nyamya sumjenka.
Queen of the airwaves.
Mpacho me birthday kan watu.
Rose, enuna mi di me birthday one frame impo.
Me say o kan na me ka kira aban say me si me pe bibi number. Ma ya bibi mpese menya number no.
Ese wa.
O si ni birthday ye na.
O pe me number ya wo fresh ya, wo frɛ a se obi nyame ne me akasa na obi nyame number o.
Enemy will gift more seriously.
Mate.
Me will gift my. My name is also your November born ka.
Me November born. A proud one.
Yes, me a 9th.
Oh, we are 9th. Wow.
Me a Sunday to me crowd also.
Oh, nyame shrao.
Baby, me 50 years old.
Hey, Rose.
Yes.
Sir.
Che, me want for what me a young girl. Me jina me nice so.
Rose, we jina na so ampagane ti yeni nkomo.
Mimi yo nyame chira na nyo kese mi ma woda pa.
Amen. Me da say.
Yakopon tu kwada mo wate.
Amen.
Bibi MC a wine 7 is here. Nyame chira no bibi bia obia. other MCs now mo kan no e wo constituency bia no I hope say mo so mo to na mo say a e be boa constituency no pa because me so me constituency high sa get to be guys no more ho this nyama boni hu agree get to be wa chama ha enti so omo so beto na mo we a be ma constituency no be dem clear and the youth no so omo pejuma bi ma omo no mo yes adwuma na omo sia so a omo nsia ena bibi ha wa kumsi asem na omo ka bi no say won si na akoyo e me say bi no mo nti asem na asi yo bibi ye bi no me kita evidence o ha wa kumsi ho me catch on the body guy ebuya constituency secretary e wo kasoa ho NDC kasoa NDC constituency secretary ye buna ma na no ni nya papa ye me see abranti na ni nya mi wo picture no mi o number ka me for we dia mo baby and do emedi abranti no wuye yase no o ye muslim ni enti o mo amuka ha wa kumsi ase na o mo say o mo ye no yodio say on fa obi kokot na asem na fi na ye ase how an boys no o mo follow no o mo bu nkofo bebre o kasoa ho ye kita evidence 2020 ye bo obi to wuye enti o mo jade o mo keka no because how akunsi no emna obegina amra no very soon enti mb before na o mo ye yodiom de o mo so ye nyame nka o.
All right, hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Okay, hello, good evening.
Honorable baby.
Say, Yawuza.
Honorable baby.
Boko there.
Oh, Boko, Honorable baby, over to me, after me, the boo, and not the only elected person. And soon for so much, soon and Kaseɛbɔ. We now move so much here.
Yeah, so.
Me da so ni pakuja de ko President Advocate and Ramen ya Koranski o ya de Josh Amos Nyamika no. Bibi menyaya o de mesre ankameka so we enshada nya master mesre endis pompen fo mo ni ko kasoa na subina sujabi mihu ewo kasoa. Say you're very careful. Won't go share MP no na party baby maybe grounds on instead that if you enjoy ewo Mr. Pa yes sir you be the next election. Now nkoko MC no ano no two and there me yawoza me ni aja ma me hu ni amenye me hu kembe bru amode mo de brabone subambone na mo de muwo bibi enye kintina se wan ko school a untimi nye adwuma yo kwani abresa obesua adwuma obesua se pa bi na obedi a obedi bibi emu bi enye school bia esuna mi yiti through barbering shop will be one day breast so na be me boutique ebe yonwa brabeshe ade amen tonye mba brazier and one panties
Yauza
what you say so sabi politician be no do akete so ne capre etra me uza me firewall ni mu na enti to go to me tell me foko oh yeah, nanya me fire any day Yawuza any the no way to way. I do baby I mean say me fight for don't na jam me when you wey because me fire and painful.
Okay.
Oh baby, it MC no nkoko MC no. Why are there nyame hira no? Why? Why so one February papa mo say ni saba o ma na ye. Ah.
Me da see baby Yawuza. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, senior citizen.
Frederick, how far?
How far do my brother?
Let me hear you out.
Senior citizen.
Yes, sir.
You see, we live in a country where a party in government today is not telling the citizens the truth. And you listen to their communicators or their cronies come to radio and they say so many things. But they don't have any justification about how to go against the former appointees. You see, on more serious note, I heard the interior minister and his people saying that they wanted to compensate 2024-2020 election violence victims. Is that also?
Yeah.
So where 15 people lost their lives, are they also going to compensate them? Now 40 people are injured. That was the data I saw.
Yeah.
What about 2016? What about 2012? You see, NDC, they think they are very smart. They have, pushed these young guys to go and do ABCD to their favor. Now, they wanted to use the state money to compensate the people that they have pushed. You remember there was a constituency, I don't know if it's Ashanti region, where 2 military officers are passing by. And I think the NDC branch executive, constituency executive, attacked the military, 2 military officers. You saw that video.
Yeah.
On that election day, NDC executive attacked the militaries. But Akufo-Addo was just quiet. NDP government was quiet. It should be a place. Those guys should be arrested and dealt with. How can you see military officers and attack them because of your political party, want your political party to win power? To the extent that even Ablekumanov, where NDC attacks Howard Kumsin, are they going to compensate Howard Kumsin as well? We are hearing the news that the MP, who is NDC MP, lie against Howard Kumsin, have his way into power as MP. Are they going to prosecute this man? These are some of the things we are talking about. Are they going to compensate my second vice here? Those are the questions we are asking. Are they going to compensate Howard Kumsin again for NDC tax or executives? Use knife to snap Howard Kumsin's son. Are they going to compensate him as well? These are the questions we are asking. NDC shouldn't think today they are in power. They can misuse their power against their opponent, which is the great New Patriotic Party. 2028, no matter what they do, Ghanaians are seeing the true color of the umbrella.
Okay.
The dollar that they claim, the city is appreciating the dollar. When you go to market, that is what you said.
Frederick.
These are on the right.
Many thanks. Thank you for your time, my brother. Frederick, your time is up. I need to move on.
Maybe I'm coming. A second. I bought engine oil, castle oil. Are you getting it? Last 3 weeks, it was 700 Ghana cedis. But as I'm talking to you, last week, I wanted to buy the same engine oil. It was 900 Ghana cedis.
Frederick, I think your point is made. Thank you very much. Last caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Pachodini baby Afrifu, I'm last caller. Apala gane you.
I don't know. Near intimate and one of more come. Then I mean, you can maybe not quality any job. In some more can Ghana and possible nation and say, I think after. But I make an politicians for down friend down I have no money.
Pachosi day.
Down I have in a summer account Bible. Money.
I know they mean to mention it.
But then maybe just I say. Looking me to three as a politician when to start, no can't win it. Then they have been out vote and also been union. That didn't say someone to start no union market. Me actually do a bit. You look at the home party system of the business. I never stand for any of president. The opinion in the home room, but it's a kind of thing. The Yamokan is a form of fire and bombs and the mountain. Now, you be a woman need bribe, no cancel chipper. And I feel guaranteed community in a way back of it. On the Jinawa Yanji and then who Nadachi and what Yanji and then now, every year, MP for politician, minister for Mujina. It is a as a car, they don't get any issue.
Sana Dianaque.
You can't, they don't get it. And every young say, and come on, more young, what you more, you can be liberal and for bet. Okay, my money on what the man said, what in it, you the count. Open him, yo. And come now, baby, from corner different business. A special place in a common dead man, you swear you're not common a mono. You're not common a moody and Kaseɛbɔ.
So there are what I can. Jaudo ye kweni. O say galamsey no more no more nyaya. Poison no a quaduani no more de bebre am ye do on crying.
Oh, what in the Freddy Oka? Freddy Oka, I know. You remember Mona, you
know, near Fuadra.
But no question, one Casao, special card here. Not all the different. No credit about yes, and you been Chelsea, and because yes, try be that. So they'll catch you. Open here, pa. Anyone that can open here, pa, Yakono. I know you.
Apala, I know them, pa.
If the Banama Moshe do no, the shake do not put it. Let it put to say. Put this sector on to can be bleed. Then you can hear you. But yeah, they are come up and the young one to get. Only or you know, a passo. No, you're not diabetes.
And no, I mean, yeah, and now I say, near fancy having producer 7 the very last one. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
But your only very, very last caller. Would you baby a free for body too?
Sir, Mike,
yo, gun it you.
My family, Jomata, will be embarrassed.
Are they?
On the part and dry air baby. One of saying in a papa now. As I called in a baby to just a pokran so to goom, not I so you'll be the one at the abua. Yes, I want to know
a birthday. Near me here near Seda, I made the baby yame. And then most moon shira mobeka gumiso.
I'm fine, they are bomber.
I didn't know when you no cry, made us in Yamishra.
Good evening,
baby.
Mr. Say, the Galanza win, who said they be a radio, so happy FM. I'm with you to my payam. But Pusha, I dear politicians in the MP, and I say, Galanzin, I feel to bed. Because only in that Japan or more Galanzin. And see, the best, you can't say, Galamsey and Omani Bomanuko, Agako Kawan, Samonomuko, Yaya. I'm a chief of staff, Jolas Debra, Mr. Video, no name of also Chisakola. Now, MP, we are aware, said the BCC. Nasa Uchim, Nasa Galamsey, Amu, no could do on my what's up, I take President Mama, offering an example. On man is 6 months. Uncle 6 months, number, Oba, number, Janet, normal fire,
But I see Breminia, Yamishra Bibri, any Wadrim Pa, or Mammy, who says, Unya Yan can run Kauchabi Mumu, and Yahe, a man is sad, and Yahe, Bompire Mammy na Yamishra me, on Medium Papu Mudin, and not ye dear, no one hear me. I beg your fat na say, na and check me bomb hona. Yatiesi enkomono emu braide mi hu nacho ma me nane me ho me nkomra sisi a me ton ade ba ko me nu miensa me koba me koma bedwafo ho na ene nkomono yatiesi ye ba sisi a.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service. We are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054 383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say think funding before projects.
Refreshing moments.
Big old drink, big refreshing moment. Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
Saso say a bempo mrantiane mabawa omwadam wadi soroku agudie ni munu abaso aye the 2025 Swag Awards Anika Sabrese afi awards need 50 years and the Golden Jubilee edition of the Swag Awards Paso Accra International Conference Center Saturday November 15 2025 time aye 6 p.m. Assembly Daso a call for change in national orientation and investment in sports. Special guest of honor aye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana. And a guest of honor, I am Mr. Julius Debra, Honorable Chief of Staff of the Republic of Ghana. Also in attendance, I am Mr. Gianni Mello, President, Association of International Sports Press, AIPS. Performing live, I am Afro and Dancehall Star, Stone Boy. Say a Swag Awards, Saturday, 15th November 2025 at Accra International Conference Center. The longest running awards event in Ghana. I had the 50th Swag Awards. GCB Bank, Gold Ball, Tobinco, Stanbic Bank, Ghana Free Zones Authority, National Petroleum Authority, Omnipsic Bank, Phoenix Insurance, etc. I had the 50th Swag Awards. Another time to celebrate and honor the best to inspire the rest.
Your property holds the power to transform your future. Welcome to Eclipse Collateral Management, the game changer in turning property documents into profits. We are not just another service, we are your partner in unlocking sustainable income and fueling business growth. With prime brokerage, collateral brokerage, credit brokerage, and land documents perfection, we are redefining what is possible for property owners and business owners alike. At Eclipse, we have built a primary depository platform, a secure, innovative space where property owners like you can lodge your documents and earn risk-free, sustainable income. For businesses struggling to secure funding, we provide collateral solutions you need to thrive and grow. Every move we make is backed by a rigorous credit appraisal process, so you know you are in safe hands. Find us at Adenta Barrier near Medi Moses Hospital, beside the West African Senior High School wall. Call 054-383-2466 today. At Eclipse Collateral Management, for property owners, we say think safety and decent income. And for business owners, we say think funding before projects.
Welcome back. Epahwa da ben jumedie eni na wo twama na pahwa sana. Emane mpaho aha na Ghana hia ha na yedi nkomo ni nyina. Na mede wo kɔ Ashanti region na maka jumedie bi ebeba ho asɛm de akyerɛw. Jumedie ne beba so on the 3rd of December na yatenemu akɔpem the 5th of December. Ebeba so ewo Prempe Assembly Hall ewo Kumase. Jumedie ben. Eye Ghana Herbal Conference. Our roots, our remedy. Yede wonomu a enim ehabandro ene afei nsuso efom eba behia wonomu etimide haban ekeka bomum timidi enua nhini ene enua chi ekeka bomu etimide ye duro esayade yede omu nyina eba under one umbrella na yedi Ghana Herbal and Traditional Medicine ho enkomo etirasemo eda enhyemu so eye Harmony in Herbalism balancing tradition and innovation. Bra, nebe experience live herbal demonstrations. Ebeke kan haban bumu hwa e de achro. Ebi mu kra be chro sene omo ye omunro no. Ene niema omo de ekeka ho. There will be exhibitions as well, and there will be engaging discussions ebe involving top practitioners, researchers, and official regulators. Conference we are proudly sponsored and partnered by the Ministry of Health, Food and Drugs Authority, Ghana Federation of Traditional Medicine Practitioners Association. And on a yanko for kind of GovTram, no, and a Center for Plant Medicine Research. Jumedi a Global Media Alliance and a asheshe opese o register na do ho ekodombia a free registration won't you. All you do is go internet and so www.ghanaherbalconference.com. Now I call register or alternatively wait me a number and one fret 020 2222 Mrs. Subiem 020 2222 Obese oko exhibitor na exhibitor obetimi for the same number no afre na wabuki was stands obetimi follow Jumedie our social media so at GMA Herbal Conference our social media platforms ni nyina so at GMA Herbal Conference. Ghana Herbal Conference, our roots, our remedy. Holali Agbemeva, a member of the NDC Communications team, I'm afraid Omodiano NDC Communications Bureau, or a member of the NDC, our Dom Kwabenya constituency. He's joined by his colleague from the opposing side, Philip Jima, or Ablekuma West, constituency youth organizer, Emma the New Patriotic Party. Gentlemen, Emma Mwajuma Mwakwaba. Na boko de boko de obadi ase mama ikirimu kakrama me ne eno sa
nyame odom na juma pa obomo man Ghana
ye da se
na yenim se be den nyame beto inshira egu wadwuma so in fact other places are ye fa obi abodi mpa na o ma 80 no e ka se we one of the presenters are who high credibility. The real handle on your massimo. Obia tell now, Obia nim side out.
You don't must support and say the day don't okay.
Bring to me gas okay. We are Sankro for now. Maybe this guy show botoma. Okasama other political party. Okay. But you always deal with the real issue. And if you face a Ghana at the Akumaso. Now and then yeah. Birthday, maybe should be belated birthday.
Me that say.
Much other radio presenters, they should learn from you. And I know, sir, you go far.
Thank you very much. Me that's a part of Michelle. Holali, me pojijilo long. Why you go hide like that?
Money come.
Money come.
This company.
Somewhere kind money go come again. Where the money come?
So I had a slight change in the schedule. So I told her that once a sense is a I'll let her know. Okay. I think earlier this week now, Minnie didn't come.
Okay.
And thankfully I'm back on the show again.
It's good to see you.
Charlie, I'm happy to be back. I'm in Chaminabema. And to you, Bibi, a belated happy birthday.
Thank you, bro.
You are my fellow November born.
You see that? Yours is when?
29th.
29th. Only John Mahama.
Wow. Yes.
Wow.
Who's the president?
I'm giving you the
This is the secret.
Exactly the point. So a belated happy birthday.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Of course, I'm standing on what my brother said. You're doing a great job.
That's it.
I've done this for the past 6 years. I've seen presenter upon presenter. And, I think you're top. You're up there. And it's quite obvious. So, a belated one to you. We wish you well. And we hope to have you around for as long as possible.
Thank you.
Doing this job for us, for God and country.
For as long as possible, no the Jinaseni is Carabao. Scarambadia, Nibekaho. Scarambadia. You may scan him. You may scan him. Scan him. Obi, my colleague been an about catcher and so you be journalist. Now no craze no born no. Really? I'm a catcher. Then we say don't say that. I said that day I also don't you see the way I'm suffering. It is well. It is well. It is well. Now, yeah, November for you. November bonds are special, you know.
Extremely.
And you know Nana Kunedo Ajima Rollins in November.
Oh,
Now she would also be buried in her month of birth.
Oh.
November 28th, and YBCA Mrs. Rollins. She will be given state burial. I don't see a November born. She was born on 17th November.
Oh.
Yeah, Nana Kunedu is 17th November. And so, in some few days' time, the birthday, beba. Now, it's interesting, say, the month of birth, and the so a woman. Maybe just a week after the birthday, beba, no, not just the burial, so a take place. So, by way of information, no, I buy no at the communication about what Chiramoni Bushon for Atina for Ajatum said November 28th, and our former First Lady, the most active First Lady ever in the history of Ghana, mainly limited to the Fourth Republic. In the history of Ghana, Fatia Antimi and yet near Nana Kunedo Ajima Rollins, even though she was a first lady of the country. But Nana Kunedo Ajima Rollins stands tall amongst all first ladies. By extension, Africa. First ladies, power, continent to so. I mean, Nana Kunedo, you can't discount her at all. And so, Obian Shannon so said 28th November, in Ibeka Kwakanda Rollins is home. Na yakra ya mami echi kra of eso. Yana me yenko enen komo ni mu na eni komo. PDS is back in the news, but this time around, good news for Ghana. Isane say PDS ye say omo e de Ghana e call arbitration tribunal or London. Na no mu demande $390 million compensation. Now, almost also per declaration, say Ghana wrongfully terminated omo contract. Tribunal no at dismissal omo semono atuagu. Aka say Ghana ende PDS a kabia compensation be no said the momo, and we didn't wrongfully terminate omo contract. It also continues to bring the question up, say accountability back home. And should me saying, Isika kodi PDS or omo je revenue kakra. Omo running ECG assets for some time. And no one something saying, are we holding some people locally responsible for Saudi Winswana? And MPP for a press conference, Justin Kodia took on the NDC, and his description is that Galamsey Air West and John Dramani Mahama. When you have the opportunity to deal with justice and accountability issues, you know, one fan chair Attorney General cry. Or say Attorney General practice animal farm justice. And it's saying, and it's a quite offer to treaty NPP functionaries are watch or more. Can they build conditions here, dema bare nano a NDC MPR Hidium one semi koba ye a certificate North MP and the bill at the man no I 150,000 Ghana cedis. What do compare bill conditions at the MPP before be actually more with two crab buffer stock money or brepa to meet the bill conditions and all of that. Justin Kodia say a selective animal farm justice. And now was also complaining about the media trial approach of the AG. When you judge, and so before no the assembly be do court no obu for ewa bontene de da ini no hon komo. Hawa Yakubu Hawa Kumsin, I beg your pardon, issue a statement claiming vindication by Interior Minister reporter Nano Debetu just said task force on etina say na wutu Senya East and 70 be a BPM to atoto ya boni peto ya kunipa and tesa was say onyame ena wapa na tamfo huntuma na wahye no atade fita wa calling for some reforms, but the minister himself has also mentioned some recommendations a committee na ya going forward nebeboa with election security management. Olali, I'll start off with you on these matters. Now in Sobesha say free how kumsia ana obeko PDS first there, but me say free.
Yeah, I think I would like to deal with PDS. Okay. It's been a while.
Yeah.
and teacher the NDC for 80 and don't make quite benyam peso.
And I'm cram who I say a whole boy Leo. None of me interview gentleman be our trooping letter to party in Penny for say a candidates are polling agents or my mama party in 2 hour mocha. And the last time too, I chanced on a video on TikTok. I don't know the gentleman who was speaking, but he was taking on constituency executives, especially when Mustafa Gban, the Kokano UK, said 20,000 Ghana cedis goes to every constituency. And the guy was alleging, said, and so chairman and the secretary, the allegation is that more polling agents, no more numbers, some of them are cry, master son numbers, no, Sebe scanning como and a whole lot of things. 20,000 ba and intimate polling agents a cow dom kwabinyana. Minimum so any executive party executive member there, but
I'm a branch chairman.
You are there's a mood.
The CEC members, I think almost 90% of them are all my very good friends. I have some of my brothers in there as executives. That's why I know.
Briefly touch on that for me.
This I'll do it very briefly.
Yeah.
The polling agent arrears it's not really an issue for the constituency.
Okay.
Because in our last elections, I think the polling agents were paid from a central point.
Okay.
Not by the constituency executives. No quickly, 20,000 a buyer. It is not meant to go address those areas.
Okay.
If it was meant to do that, I think it would have been clearly stated.
20,000 in the bar.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we've all heard. And so, but then it came with some guidelines in regards to how to use it.
Okay.
I think the 20,000, we are talking about the constituency.
My training also.
Yes. In our kind of politics, especially with the NDC structure, constituency biano or executives, they ran the party in the sub. Party. Until if constituency, not about wards, not about branch, I mean, as a chairman. Until the ABA 20,000 about so constituency munye 20,000 yes mufanya ding muncheni. Are there any special needs of the constituency that must be immediately say ni menim ya and was here then ya this kakakra eko haneha na here say bit media so or how be anu for instance at the time the first 20,000 came I'm aware because the deputy secretary for instance one who used to party pick up answers are 20,000 but not pick up this shop. So naturally, some of these monies will go there. The other case also is that should the constituency sit to
first time I buy,
yes.
Which month was that?
I won't remember. But it should be about 2 or 3 months ago.
Okay,
something like that. So the whole argument is that in the yentnas in yenshisha say, baby, yes, you can be ban. Okay. For instance, let me give you a slight example with the assemblies.
Yeah.
The release of the assemblies. It came with
directives.
Yes. So should national be doing that or the region take it upon themselves that when I'm releasing that 20,000, but the directives will so that you don't leave the constituencies at their discretion. So
as of now 20,000 about without directives as in and
I'm saying that the initial one say it came with some directives.
Okay.
But I think there's a little space for discretion.
Okay.
I'm saying a problem no buy because wherever sika sembe ba na say ye kuonsu na directives no specific na discretion ka krebe be fam pe wan hwe yi a
sembe ba
exactly the point. Nti ka men kwan ka sika ni fi region aba constituency wa yemfa directives nka ho. Se mumfanye sei ni sei we ka now
20,000 from the president every month. And yeah, cause for concern. Onye scan free.
Oh, it came from the president.
Yeah, that's what Mustafa said.
That's what Bandi said.
Yes.
Oh, the president doesn't run the party.
Yeah, but that's what he said. Or say, as I speak to you, 20,000 goes to every constituency every month directly from the president.
Okay, I can't confirm that anyway. But I know
I can play that for
no, there's
you.
no problem with that.
Okay.
I'm saying I can't confirm what Bande is saying.
But he is closer to...
I don't have a problem at all with that. Even if they say I mean, I can't confirm that. Because what I can confirm is that
the money
came from region. Baby, a region confers I'm unable to confirm that.
But now you know the source from Mustafa Bande.
Well, that's what he's
initially you knew say if you raging, but then there were some details say if we president.
We can take it from his point.
Okay,
I am unable to
confirm that.
Stick my neck out for that. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Into directives in Kahun, so that we deal with all these issues and petty issues. Okay, meaning is a Boama party, at the constituency level,
and my suspicions near heightened.
Completely needless. Into scanning the other bar, the enfanye. Okay, now some it's as simple as that.
PDS.
With the matter of PDS, I mean, you guide us, definitely. I'll yield to your guidance on the matter. Yeah. How do we get here with PDS? Government was required at a certain point, I think through the
Millennium Challenge account,
that we needed some private participation in our, utility, especially ECG.
Normal
ECG ekoto power akoton no ehun sikasem ni ehun kontabuo no akoyie because so far for some time now the ECG no kwa as it is dominated by tememfo no the and shedan koyie sa. So that vehicle was put in place, which in this case was the PDS. Now this was the sticky point. Ahana or Hauni Nefi by MPP Abanya Yera Nanado, Nibaumiano Modano. Yera, finance minister. And as for energy minister, Nefi wants some because he made a certain statement later on that exonerated him. But I'll stick to Nanado, Oforiata, and Baumia.
Okay.
The Ete Crown say was Baumia who chaired that meeting anyway. Whatever, they can come out and deny it. There was a requirement for a bank guarantee. PDS for COFA, insurance guarantee, and a buyer. Now, there's something very basic in my law. But I was fortunate to go to the University of Ghana. I did HR. Anybody who went through a business school, you would have done some 1 or 2 courses in law.
Law of contract.
Commercial law 1, commercial law 2, labor law, company law. There is one thing we call in law that basically states fraud vitiates all. Once the grounds for the thing is flawed,
fraudulent
and run it here. I didn't know. Yes, you offer bank guarantee. Now all the insurance guarantee and about budget contract. So at the point, the MPP led by Era Nanado and Nibaumia, finance minister, had handed over PDS or assets of ECG to PDS to manage as a work and pay. As a day a car mobi said Jennifer Jumaneding. That is what happened with the PDS issue. And the Era Nanado ni MPP ni Baumia. Ken Ufuyata I ne yehwe yin. Sajumano no mudidi yen. And before they even left office, I think who was it? Was Ameu? Then the energy minister, he came out to clearly say that PDS contract, no how but why did that contract go through? A tray who some combine it said so no knowing that aqua sabu ebusia kran tokwa. Ebusia kran de yemodi.
Baba fo nyina be mu.
Ebusia kran de yemodi. But sa bra we na MPP. I ran Nanado ni ba omia da no. On the boy. Bo mayika. Afei contract has been cancelled. Mumfi esika man was there be. Munti asiye se adena momode kwanbon mo fa kwanbon so bagye no a mode abagye Ghana fu sika afa mu na ne sika man na momom watwe asiye si rededededede akodu court nye Ghana ha court mpo UK to si yensam mo Ghana ka in addition to yenye sika na mafa no yensam so mo Ghana ka said the entire say ya cancel mo contract ani ni kwan say munya cry in the first place. And I'm yakoya nyaminzu nae. Ghana nyami en nae. Yako di asem na eden iti omo. Now Ghana has the opportunity to recover Yesika na kodi omohono. Ghana front one neck I had to say about me na chairs are meeting mpo no. Say no credit anyone can those times better Japan mesa radio so na the quarantine na ho say
Saturday deputy
defending everything about PDS. Yeah, ba ho paye. Omonye it is time for accountability. Ghana for beji Yesika. Yesika be remo biana PDS at the core. Someone from Mayen. Once I akugina court is a court in Yasam Muntia and some boy damage. The entrum kebium na abuaka musimono. We are all those who are going to be held accountable. Now, this is one thing I have seen. People are saying so much about accountability. And now, funny people we are, yes, witch hunting and all those kind of things. So long as there are witches, there must be hunters. Yes. We are serious on it here. Yet your man shall must watching. What do you expect? Say, when we are going to you say, and no. Yeah, me and Fro. Yeah, to two ano. Akunte bia and run say we corner. Yeah, sir. Bail conditions. We look at the magnitude of what we suspect you have done. We were bail no the oye and sika sen no mine aiden. Ashie. So what's not say yen hwan and now what would sika would unsa bo mine sika mu. 100 million. Na se yen so mu na se ye de wo corner to two ano ye be ma obail. Ye ma obail saying and the Ghana. No, doesn't make sense. There could be people have, by willingly committing, certain acts. One more mania book. 100 million, 150 million. Brand, Papa, my dad is still he's still in custody. The NSA boss.
Yeah. NCB. Ultimately meeting the bail conditions.
Now, why not man?
And in their case, we are talking about
yes, Kakitwa BB
close to 300 million Ghana cedis.
Now we say your mouth bill 30,000, 100,000. They could navy. Who can anything? Look at how porous Ghana's borders are. Hamid Kwani asking a passport in the lawyer court could be said releasing man. No fan quite or heading. Oforiata nekui. Bepum na yen sankano. Ya say mwako didi na so mma ya. Nti say Ghana for say bi oyeji minti oforiata adwane koyi. Ye ma Hamid nso passport no nko. By buffer stock NSC. They will all stay in this country and account. Yera Mahamakan, when he left office or no in appointees stayed in this country. We saw how they were harassed. Rollins Ifi Akunyasono, we saw how they were harassed. Yera Chachikata not ya sorry them. Sunday I sorry them or kwakosum ni nyame and yakwachi no. Area no trial for about 6 years and he was vindicated. Sena onye boni biampu. Nti MPP for mu din na de ekoso no omomfa ne saa. Brown be boy no. Sika o man hire no. Eno so nye he. E dia ma mu bail. If you can't meet the bill, you will stay in custody. It is accountability. Emraso ma ho kwan. We nye gidigidi bia. So the PDS issue here is a big win for Ghana. At least we are going to now shoot them and shoot them properly. Damage lankasangasa no omoho ene befiaba because yesika na bedi mu chen no yes time value of money it is 100 million 4 years abesing 5 years ababesing ye bo ho amamo ye be bo ho amamo so mbetimi atwa wo omontimi ntwa wo ye gi yesika ye wie so all those who were complicit in the issue ayira mewu cry kan ho asem say no as for that deal should never have gone through no many umbedi and no political witch hunting bia it's Ghanaians calling for accountability. Okay. So basically on the PDS meaning say Obama Major
I think so
takes a bite.
You've even taken a bite at the second subject. Could you press conference bail conditions harassment in which
oh then let me dig a bit further on
I thought you dealt with that.
Oh you can so I've dealt with the bail conditions and then the so-called, selective, and all those
press conferences are what they tried.
You see, Kodriano, he's a young man. If it was an old lawyer and a cancer, you see, worldwide, you go to the United States, DAs, district attorneys, they hold briefings every time on ongoing cases. Some are published in the newspapers. Some are just like the way I hear in a year. They hold regular briefing. So when they see case when they coso, quite when you're then, the name so I case no call case management crown yet me betuja. Suspect that they have arrested quite me betuja. And in certain cases and all that, whether they've been granted bail or not. Baby, a case need when it's money now. This is a reassay essence. Me and na yet them. We are in.
But when me said the jurisdictions are my examples. When they are doing all of these briefings, they are mindful of the fact to say, words are no enko pronounce enko prejudgmental because there they know say they can be sued by the people they are accusing, especially when courts pronounce you guilty. But you find our Attorney General being very emphatic. And he moved the money into this account. He stole, and he uses words like stealing. He stole, she stole. And at that point, you are not a court, you are not a judge. When you show us a would dear someone, so
the Attorney General is the chief prosecutor of the country.
Okay.
The words he uses in his press conference are the words he's going to charge you with. TMU. Yeah, charge will be the narco court. I'm not sure if, but definitely at your level, they will charge sheet. The charge sheet is emphatic on what they believe you have done, crime they believe you have committed. Those are the Attorney General's words. Like you are saying, in other jurisdictions, when people feel that they have been, there is maybe
defamation,
yes, or something like that, or a case is being prejudged, and all that kind of thing, they take legal action. How many of them have done so far?
But in the case of the Attorney General, NSSKC, for instance, or you have 2 press conferences,
yes,
and sample no walk court, and some are building a docket. I can say case I made court to me. But before be court no I press conferences. At the time we press conference, he was not dealing with the docket. Our dear court emphatic charge.
Yeah.
But he failed to even use the word allegation.
Oh, I believe he did so.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I believe he
go
did
back
so.
to his press conference.
I believe he did so.
No.
So
he did one car, and he's alleged to have transferred. He was emphatic. He stole this money. He bought. I mean, so for a lot of lawyers, this is a bit unfair.
Yeah, for lawyers it may be unfair, but we're talking about the chief prosecutor of the state.
But that is law.
I think he knows what
you are presumed innocent until proven guilty.
And
it is a responsibility even on a chief prosecutor.
Definitely. Even on a sitting judge in the Supreme Court. That's it.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, somebody who is going to prosecute you or bow charge.
Until so about charge, no onboard charge, no what can't be emphatic. Is that fair?
You see, you know what has brought all this?
No.
I think it's the oral.
Okay.
The
Operation Recover or Loot.
Exactly the point. So Ghanaians are expecting regular updates on baby ayede oral and because we took those files, very heavy files.
A lot of it to
garbage. Yes. We traced the monies. We traced the various fraudulent activities and all those kind of things. And knowing who Ayini is, I mean, once he sees the trail and he's found something solid, he will come out to speak boldly. But of course, the courts are there. They will determine whether the Ayini cano, I believe we are getting to that point. Ya start in Crawford charges or more court. Some are even offering, to testify for the state. Have gone into, plea bargains. Plea bargains in certain cases, in fact, plea bargaining say you have accepted conviction.
Of course, it is actually a concession.
Exactly.
Of guilt,
So what you have to do, why you bonny? So person will boa or mine say be here case na ye di no. Nipa where would for no. It beats me then. At least nipa. Tipe be any nam say here no. Akunta mining is one typical example and all that. So you will GD mappa in the process. He said the echo Sweden. By the next 2 or 3 years, Ghana will see accountability.
Olali meda wase na me ko Philip Jima hono mamenda me ofa ba kwase Uncle Pozo Hayes.
Hey,
yeah, I am Pozo Hayes. And he gave me a surprise call.
Oh wow.
Now unfortunately, I didn't see the call. And or sending me SMS. I hardly check SMS because of some bulk messages near was saying no. Me who SMS no. Uncle Pozo his frame and no pay. To alert me say unia udu awoda ma hwehwe me mento nka. Inti no of some frame and no pay san wish me well. Inti let me thank Pozo Hayes. Yeah, Pozo Hayes. High life legend Pozo Hayes. I love him so much. He loves me. Uncle,
sure.
Thank you so much for the call this morning. I appreciate it. You see, I'm who say I sound to me on Facebook. I said you share me or Uncle Pozo Hayes. Me that say. Let me show.
What do for you?
What do for there?
Bobra pa.
Philip, I'm into you.
Bibi, me do say the was that me and my brother I'm in the studio.
Halali.
I think say wakasa. But all choice I'm snare Bien who say sweaty, but it is well. Maybe made that the good people of Black West made them say all the police station youth organizers and the constituency executives coordinators. Black West are so called, but
connected. You are connected.
And all the most constituencies in Greater Accra connected. Now to share TSM on the niche from our central region. Papa Kennedy and Monterey Sonamu and would not call from other regions 98.9 and Abba. But be a do know a group consensus be a better group to protect on my race on reggae election.
We obey your sober
be or an agent so obey reggae election. It's task force on the money.
Protect the ballot.
Exactly, because the youth of this country, and that's Honorable Kennedy.
Okay.
And you say Kennedy will be or the Ghana back on the next level.
Okay.
In fact, most prophecies grab. Yeah, prophet tell me, yeah, your face somewhere in Wasugakra. I Jomudi. Momina about how the future of this country is going to go. It's in the face Honorable Kennedy get kiss no. Youth knows so the future belongs to you.
Okay.
It's a feel so be or tiase. Also take Ghana for us. No na busu on your bia free form and nyamia pagano. Who hear that? Or turn street da. It was ordinary person now or turn the oral council. Or tinisu ase. And no to ya do be brain. On the only politician Otimi invest in the country. Quarter 7. A year teaching hospitals.
Yeah.
And the other hospitals be bringing sending you more
oxygen plant in our system.
Exactly. It's the man or asset for this country. On your president Punio or by president GD say Bema Ghana konenim. Na complain na ye complain.
The domain akwa unveil the plan for making Ghana the food basket of West Africa. Ewa the domain.
And
Bitie no I was like ebe mu anke be bua Ghana pa o.
Kennedy ni we
na say be ya obeba no.
Obeba.
Sa because I mean Bitie plan no Charlie.
Empire also bomans nyame ma na hoden. So tias nko ade susu nyame say the time.
A big vision.
You see every season and every time ne obi anyame yi no emo man bia. In fact, me show na bo Kennedy dia ma hu ne nti anyame ama na na dan kokufado. I mean 2008 election. No one him say year 2019-2020. Yarebi betiesi asasi so. Friend COVID. I'm prepared the beer. Ghana for nyina be wu. Around that time, not Mema than ma COVID. Go for wu other countries. What's one to say? Nanado Bekasa, fellow Ghanaians. We are Ghanaian now. Fellow of President no baby king come on. Ebema how things are going. Any nyom dia go come. Ghana only country ya do good measures. E go come. Ah na me no atie for 8 years. Ti nyame omra o sesamo bia. Did the topics no. Opani bi ka sembi.
Yeah.
Na o NDC so about MPP. As what kind of say.
Ono ne hwan.
Me mo asema mundi ansa.
Na o NDC.
Na o NDC party.
So about NPP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also about 20 probably 2020 election.
Okay. And by NPP.
Man cross carpet by.
Okay.
na asɛm a ɔkaeɛ no ɔse sɛ obi wɔ NDC ɔyɛ akwalaa na nano yɛ ya ɔyɛ pani a no ɔyɛ torofoɔ ɛna mka deɛ papa Rollins ka sɛ around that time referred to baby shaft it wobɛkaeɛ a how a ɔmredi mpanifo atɛm and all that ɛna ɔhwɛ how yɛ mpanifo bebree nso di ntorɔ mu wɔ NDC mepeke topic ni from ɛyɛ Senya East issues awutu Senya East issues how akum semu issue no bibi politics are here nyina no politics e dey save or my Ghana politics is just a contest of ideas
correct
and men so o count them so me come there and me so on the ballot box na si wonom where's me pe y where's me pe p ni akoto do benya do ni akan na say we hear politics na o dey say so tarnish obi image you even think about trauma on nipa bekom na association to ne be business partners any nyama bebree no just what break on nipa no asɛ no na wo hwɛ yes you all proud to election during the limited registration ɛyɛ MPA kana asɛm na akɔyɔ enko for this kind kɔwɔ how akumsin ɛba ɛkɔn ho then see two polling agents and almost come to kwan boy ni separate from nowhere no can be stab in the con maame no eye ya make sure say no can no ndwe no plan ba nempu me so be saving the ban life in nyame ada to is alive now fast forward ye ko election maame be din tro say ne convoy nam na eye ye maame hawa kumsen and then in for be two ebo cardem na no muton ne interview with Onua TV oh car say on then o say na on drive now we 6 no say omo I say black Mahindra mu and two e ma ba ku prime ba ku afrim e be make such way say allegation Emma and Ghana anom ne ye pe e ma sabi ye perceive so omo ye twetwa asema ne ha okumsi kan the image you are creating on the minds of Ghanaians and beyond about how I come say. We are saying you wage na mean so say maame no ebeji to me and all parliament. Now, nyamia do mebo aye Mama Abasu. Eni mutaka. Esa election violence e course no. Yen hwe na hwehwem. Ye hwa de ma na hwa betima sia no kwan. Afede ye frem a munyamu beso mekasa. Ya twem say task force na ba say momie hu what really went on. Obi no bekasa. After the buy and said the news a kind of cry near boa. Bibi, to me and now sister how come how will you feel? Bibi is awesome. Oh my me and now sister how come sin. What you how will you feel? Now I know that you sit in Zoom and I will say no pacha and I will G with them. Fast forward, so when be shenko for trimu ablikuma north. Kwesan do ye ma me no. Yo kune kwana say contest of ideas na we are not at all. In fact, NDC and NPP ye free mic achia je abusua baako. You understand? Ye di on komo ye di bom ye bibia bom. So mu ye bibi saying na ye political players na especially o do top no. Mu ye nyema saying na mo de otan ne nyema hyenkrofo mu. Na I feel say nyema say you know the babontin no. A idea and say on my rano and in the what I say now even cry single for petition say cry no how do so license we say no the winning election the cry no and say to me how I bet me I found because around that time I think one of the step to cry is polling station I want to issue this year war atu sekano you may see basa around that time. You are ne nyame apa mameno say mameno how oni boni bia. And I believe say sound try NDC for define MPP party and some of a big people in our party. You see nyame o hata through is in ebia enu the next 2 years. Nyame pa ebe say nyina tarifita. I agree. I say no there's no perfect institution anywhere. Ye ba bamu ye boy modern nyama say ye ma Ghana for and tom no ye boy modern you make sure light gyina so you do to nyema ya mankwala we say education access you make sure say kwala bi nya aduane adi nyema ese ye ne Ghana fo tom ne ye what does here now some individuals within IMM appointments so mesum Ghana na emrena so ese enso mo ba yese new administration take over yes office na de ma no ABC di ankoye eti ehia wa fair enough MPP in fact ye nyina ba bi nka say ye nye ready say in fact ye support accountability na nado danko kufuado his excellency e catch an appointee say mo bian tu kwan ko ba bia ye fro a ko ne ko yu ho ano pacho want is asem no enti me ti obi say ye say obi adwane na sefo and me bro site about Ken Oforiata
Ken Hunton still
boss me ba ho no no mo invite Ken actually baby wo watch na address watch ni bibia ye o my we say mu and a special prosecutor efa plane echo engage yeah mama brother outside me boy so then prevent say mutimi ye use the same formula also that sick bed so it metimi akọ engage no dey say mu ye na mutimi ye na say enyema so ye ni sika bi akọ ba bia no ojiman ya of course eso eji taxpayers money maame na wa so eto abonten no eni sika etu tietie mu na obetimi a no akọ afasa akwan ne so no akọ yama no na obi gina bi ka say NDC agent in Crawford omo ye na we chanting na identity be kasa and before crown account most ordinary people on the street are saying it because when yamana wo ye no directed towards one political party na appointees and I say members in that party hold the position me no kasa he said nam temaklu I ye nyina say the previous administration court and my buane for say ye sika on my sika that what than sirem or quite a convertino and mobile mo Bibi what to say about my bonwa it is a transparency it's a channel in fact you must be the support mo but who you to process be that's a process in ya you need to put you on you need to correct you Jay as opposition, you know, need to be responsible position and put you on your toes. If not, judge one is saying. A 2 year there, then you catch or say, trade son again is saying, you what you move come. And no, now, the lally now will catch them. Holali, okay. Now will catch them. So catch them say, Bia, me, Philip, my dear Bonnie. Now be Jabon saying, AG, Sabi, unya court, unya judge, and I'm in fact, you are by lawyer. We are Ghana, a lawyer. We drama Ghana in Ghana for Amboa. Tuba Bonting, na case it go court. Now be boame for. I said, me a crown for my area. Say court banam into sa. But you same could do and do what you've done to me.
My question is only say,
Bibi, whatever the man simple.
I will say you didn't come on. Question is say, or mine unya semwa. Or mine no de asem toso. Say Attorney General entimi nka se wabokro no a why den do kojina court.
Bibi, yes suspect say no why. The court and the finality ni meba. Eno ti nyame o boss tam Adam, obisa Adam cause Adam so yina no. Onu nyame na o kire law no a enyina peke no. Sano bu Adam. Eto nipa ne kra no woke ka papers na bom no say na susu ye okogina court mie na no enka senate
yes suspect say inti say obey press conference no ka say investigations na suspect say national service so and so we ska yes suspect eno de mo bepe
no dey say okay
eno de
no eno de so muane for okay ba ne nyama oye no onu obuane for kra ansana na bibu na akoya yank ya fro court one I can and I'm gina kaya. Difference in there. Nobody is above the law.
Allegation for being so about no radio so it miss you.
Exactly. And you know, Bibi, it's sad how these people are managing this issue. And now I'm not saying a year Telegraph UK. I say they are NDC pathway led by His Excellency Mr. Mama. How am I handling? Am I investor confidence square conform? To the extent so nipa ne ba no how you handle media, how a judicial system no, how cry na ye tekono efi hono no
tokonu
Madam Gertrude I mean one say dey no mean you Madam Gertrude tokonu how ye ni fi hono kra e ya sefem how bimo feel say yen use kwan me say ya omuga say omo law no omo asi trust omo ko due process and omo yini fi hono no and everybody is watching. It's sad. It's a telegraph say ama investors conform. And the same are buying original or say Yakope investors aba. Their own actions and their inactions and their costing on my Ghana. Back to the general secretary Kodia. In fact, it's somewhat kind of you're right.
If I galam say no.
If I galam say who 9 DC aba bamu. What share I'm say 120 days. 120 days. I'm say social contract. 120 days. I'm buying the galamsey. How many 120 days? How many 3 months?
Thereabout.
Galamsey I have west and west. In fact, galamsey bear west me who excavator. See the year galamsey. Mama Mills first administration. I started corrected. Around that time who excavator the mining. Not the enemy said, no, near mining. In fact,
and you know, near the year mining.
I'm the year Sagalam say no.
Okay.
What I say?
Illegal mining.
Illegal mining, no. Saturday, who you? Ye buy ye try your possible best at the task force. As I say, excavators. And you so many things. Yes, a bit more excuse that situation in Ghana, a communal. To extend, say, your president cried in the presidency at Toso. Figurative, or be the president Toso. Or trust or do everything under the power to rescue the situation.
Did he do enough?
He couldn't.
Enough. You couldn't even do enough.
We did our possible best. Around that time, yes, I did. Not my people, my brother will see him. And communicators.
Your best was not enough.
You understand? I'm coming. They were rather engaging the miners and telling them some bad. They will allow them to mine.
You had the opportunity.
And in fact, it's alleged, they supported on campaign.
You had the opportunity to arrest Kokubuahi.
You see, you are right. Let me just say, there's so many Nyema, we got it wrong. You understand? In a fight, now obviously, if
you incite people to perpetuate illegality,
98.9
illegal mining, 80 amra, na obia kojina galamsey site catch and for say more yebema motu, mube illegal mining.
Another kind of tolerance.
Should have arrested.
And a kind of tolerance MPP.
Tolerance is
a course.
Yes, you must move fight.
Exactly. I understand, Bibi. I understand it was here. Now, if say yes, I'm by Bima, and you're not going to do it. Yeah, about 2029. Yes, Kennedy in. Oh, independent Mark Bronade to be a team money to honor. Me say, Bibi, recording, you played back. As a nail on the 6th of November. Me sure say, you best swear honorable Kennedy in 2029.
Kaseɛbɔ from
me say, Bonade to honor. And you make a sakeke.
Okay, I said, when a date, I'm saying Kaseɛbɔ from
they make when it comes to mining.
Yeah. Gala.
Because we have F. The nyama no. And no about say.
And then ma galamsey your voice and
Bahama. Try your best no. In fact, check it. You lose all the galamsey areas because of system they go come say they stop you. Yeah, the community mining by. I'm to the same thing about. Yeah, the blue water guard. I'm the yellow.
I'm the
yellow. I'm the blue. And nyama and one more phrase you understand? And me, an idea make us say, and that's the idea politics. And the Galamsa bear security threat. And then you didn't say. And now obit a year Galamsa pond area. No Kokra no through, because we need the be film about. I'm a night obi a gun and or torn crown and ninja so a gun and and then tell me bust and I will car. I say, in your net, the crowd to the cross through. What's me for fool? What's me broad yet? Because then I was through. Yet your my
heavy metals.
But to share baby say China. Yeah, countries are Sabi, omu two a year from a good year. Omu response omu issue. But we say China. Omu the responsible mind one moon. And now almost no yes omu the war good. See we are seeing na. Let me try check we na mount. I mean share countries about 6 countries. Ghana. Okay, China nearly di. No, Russia na first. Not about Australia, not about Canada, not about US. Ghana on the seat. And you see, at then you sit mum there, they say you kuya. You understand? No, wait me free. Wait me free. Opposition, Mr. Mama opposition. Or catch say, and yet the campaigns no come once and say, we make sure say or pick you up. And then the vulnerable ones they pick you up.
Na say ne ya say won't me or court. Only say certificate of MP ojina court.
Bibi.
And I say Joseph Yamini Abanga are under investigations.
Investigation are taking more than 6 months.
You can raise that issue.
You understand?
But if you ask the question about selective justice now, are these not enough?
Selective justice now, yeah. One was about Abanga ne but Joseph Yamini. Me radio so and one of the
na say won to me the enye ne shase o. It was a matter in the works. Mo na man to hu na mo e no ma be fa no ma to aso no mo.
But the docket was hidden at the police.
It was allegedly hidden.
So who
hid it?
You see these people, so we got you. So when this one call a truthful, what does say?
I'm repeating.
Oh, Master, I mean, you see, the Americans are Ghana in idea, bro. Yeah, young. Ghana belongs to us. They're more politics.
These are some of the difficulties are more with Attorney General Ibino. No. Obeka said the docket was hidden at the police headquarters. The next thing is that I want to see the officer who hid the document.
I'm sure they are working.
And somebody ought to be punished. So if you find it plausible to tell us it was hidden, then you should tell us who hid it and what you've done about that.
You see, I'm not that's a storm campaign. But the power na mamu. And now some recover free. Say campaign mood nim. Yeah, the power na mamu. Yeah, respect some be Ghana from one tom.
But so we are aware. Oji tu musu say won to me asem no. Enye na asem.
No, won to me asem no.
Now you failed as a government to take the necessary action. Civil society for report to asem my IGP.
No,
even after the IGP said obi am me complain. Omo the official complaint by no. No. Your government could not prosecute one to me. Aban we ababe prosecuting.
Bibi.
Yes.
The Americans say nobody's above the law. So if indeed,
but one to me was under your government.
No, you see, my name.
One to me was above the law under MPP.
One to me, a regional chairman. Why is this a one to me ding? And now we change this communicator. Be one to me ding number. Doesn't only campaign. Before somebody, how many excavators no bushes? A price of excavator $250,000. Bibi wait matter. Me and you.
Oh, me tomato.
But wait matter. That wait matter. It tells some for it's alleged most of them financing NDC because around that time they were telling them somebody will allow them. So a body most of them Mr. Mahama come. And then what is something a press conference about Galamsey? CNSO say. Some Jenfi etimi ko tano otimi ko pra. Which one near call no press conference. What's our baby? And then benefited from the process of Galamsey of the mining na ekosum. Etim person be sure say usu bebu maya. E shall left to hear right. You understand? E shall left in call right. Etino the Ghana the Ghana nations are your flow say be ye Ghana ma Ghana for tom. You can't show say bra nebe say be attack your political opponent. So who say chama untumi me try defend it. Say chama untumi if it is clear say na akoso say mrani dia. Why not? So that me ametiano no me nya konya me ko repeat the same thing. Some me brothers so no also ko repeat bi.
Okay.
You understand? I know me on my Ghana ye nyina chichire. It's BB. When
it comes to Obeko PDS,
oh no, then
okay. Matemeda Sibibre 989 FM. Pahwada Benjume die enie. My main casem there they been show san say. Afia ebesimu 2026. No, ye di jumedie bi ebremo jumedie ni aye no over 20 years ni. Ye da sujine mu ayeye. yɛse empanatwe no dɔɔso ahokyere nti nipa bebre ntimi en consummate your relationship by formalizing it yɛbɛsrɛ yɛse yɛma a unique opportunity to have an all expense paid wedding done and organized for you. A friend of Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. Yefa o hotel honeymoon accommodation ka yefa o wedding atadia ka yefa wedding reception aduane ensa decor yafa ka o makeup o pedicure ne manicure yafa eka no enwi a odi begu ti so ye ka yesanso ma o car mo de benante up and down ping pong convoy papa bi eno so ye de mamo eno achi nso ye boka kofa counselors so betimi etumfo emra mo de mawade kwa urade animu videography ne photography nyina enso ye ka Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding beba so 14th February 2026 unyame ma ya hoden no ma yenkwa na ye nyina ye be witness bi o enquiries bia and questions bia but more than a friend na ebusemu na ye kan say 1,000 Ghana cedis befa form na e kana ka wo wedding hu nyina no jama ye na yenye emfa emao frɛ 0244 143994 Mrs. Subim 0244 143994 and 0302 254 858. Olali, pon me.
Hey, you be able pon?
Eh, be pon. Akaka na.
Oh, me no be bebre gu kwan mu na.
Say it's 5:48. Oh, he has the next 5 minutes.
Okay, so I'll just do. Oh, nyama go ha. Bebre go. Baby, with regards to when they were in power, they did a lot of things. I think you were even shocked behind the microphone. You know, say I'm papa koso nkwale school and all those kind of things. Near buffer stock.
Happy FM 98.
What is can to aduani man kwale di yanka and buffer stock is ka kwakodi ni. Nyawo there be but about time in here.
I don't know. Time in
here. Wholesome food was being supplied. Time in here. Unwholesome food. Aduani a friend is saying weevils by friend is saying. Ni chi ye
weevils.
Bibi, so you.
Jani nye jani papa na mo man colleague. Enkwala nan kasa di ho dance.
Isi na
enne enkwala nan kasa di ho oh.
Ngane kasa.
Enne enkwala nan kasa di ho dance ye. Say enne after ansa na second new school I get there. Di aduane papa onyambe papa da.
Philip, quality of food our senior high schools became an issue.
It was an obvious thing. Ni me be your person here no. Yenti ya there.
Na enkwala mo yan de no mo.
Enne di 38% jam mo pa no nti wo there ye. When was Edinam Tamakulu convicted?
During the Kufado's time.
Yeah.
What stopped them from issuing an extradition order to bring her down to jail? Oh.
Kosu. Philip January.
People go and pay telegraph for me. And now me musika. Go and look for one of these private newspapers. Mama na agenda, mama ni news so on publishing mama. Me pa on fan go be cry hu fin e mama free of charge. What is wonderful about what Telegraph is saying? Why? Are we not seeing what government is doing? The German government, the kind of agreements we are having. Nyama schools, BBC for training and all those kind of things. What is the meaning of investor confidence is going down? Going down where?
63 million euros from the German government.
Can you be on 10 years? Obi akọ ni bottom so ka akọtua newspaper bi say on trolls hunu na mo fa asoa na mo de ni nam.
But the Telegraph is a credible news.
Credible what?
I'm surprised it's running.
Credible what?
You have your doubts, fine, but I mean,
what doubts? Where are they getting that information from? Ghana is a republic. We are a sovereign nation. And now the book Ghana mine. Ghana for and the teacher Sam ran. You are getting the point. It is because we have had people like your UP tradition and the MPP. I'm telling you for a fact. So please, we are a sovereign nation. Nobody determines how we govern our own country. And you're being to me, we have systems and we are going according to it. 146. They should bring it, any evidence if they have it. So that whole telegraph issue, you want to go completely, baby. We never made any promise about 120 days of ending galamsey. Anybody who makes any such statement doesn't read or doesn't read well. What is captured in that 120 days is the establishment of the structure and policies to govern proper mining in Ghana. We never said we were going to stop galamsey within 120 days. We'll be better now because I said now. It's in the who. Maninfa document in Israel. No one kind of and also we have settled that one. May call policies on mining. This government was deliberate about policies. Meka akusi die ikweku kokan wo eyinomono. Minim say okan ni twinti. We were campaigning with a policy. See about ben. In fact, Yera Mahama reiterated it the last time he spoke about when he met the press during the galamsey. Okan say there are large mining firms who have very huge concessions. They are large firms mining with license and they are mining responsibly. In Tinka, a concession like a cry a bo or no. They will get them to release it for licensed small-scale miners to be able to mine under the supervision of those large-scale miners. Sana Abraham Hamakai. And it is captured in the NDC's policy for mining.
That is entirely different from what Koku was saying.
All can the tree muntina one can year because CIJ, some part of those concessions now. It meant that, especially some of these community miners, of course they are going to be licensed. You must be licensed to be able to mine, even under the community mining. Inti yaji license na mamu you know. Ni akohun large mining firms no. Esase na etwa mo ho hia no, but mo ntwa kakra small scale for no. Na mo supervise, this is where the meat of the issue is. Mo hwema ekwan mo fa so tu egudie na ensei kwaye ensei nsuo no. Mo hwena sa small scale for no so nye den. Enye ne sa. And I'm saying that we saw a very short video of Kweku Boahen. And I think it was Tony Obin, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Tony Obin.
Exactly.
Ebi omo papa we na Winners Commission.
Omo kan chi no. Ebi awoko kan chi no na anya den. One can year. But like you said, why if there was anything offensive or insightful about it, why didn't they arrest him? So you see, let's get some of these issues right. Finally, with Hawa issue. Look, those who live in Kaswa, they will tell you. Open the line is here. Ask people from Kaswa to call into the show concerning things that happen in Kaswa during political seasons. Yemi may have, let me give you a typical example. During election, year 2024, I was, virtually with a cluster. That's about 5 polling stations. So I was seeing to it that police station, the polling agent, and all that kind of thing. BBC war, the next cluster. In fact, called my So I have gotten that information. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to call our guys in charge of security and relay the same information immediately to them. Say no matter here. That's the issue they'll carry. It could spread. By the time you get there, it may not be exactly what is happening there. So I'm thinking in the communication of Nakoyo, an incident may have happened. Maybe she didn't communicate it well.
Nakoyo was emphatic. Listen to the Interior Minister.
Yes.
And I quote, Honorable Felix Nakoyo Okuno denied 98.9 that her convoy was attacked. She was nowhere near the scene of the incident. Meanwhile, in an interview with Onia TV, Nakoyo said that na Otemahindra Kanimu B, they were 6 in number.
Mahindra car, there's executives for car. MP candidate in America.
But she said she was in the car. They were 6 in number. And how I come to call for the black Land Cruiser, the Interior Minister is saying, Honorable Felix Nakoyo could not
deny all those things.
That her convoy was attacked. She was nowhere near the scene of the incident. This is clearly
Well, I said miscommunication.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, it's not miscommunication. It's I think, maybe in the excitement of the elections.
No, that was not about excitement, because actually she was traumatized. Interview now.
But at what point was that? Was it during the election or after the election when the counting was going on?
During the election.
Election, of course, yes.
7th December.
She may have been, no, but
this is what the minister is saying.
No, I thought there might have been miscommunication,
so
but from what you are saying,
the task force contacted her. Yeah. They asked her. She denied ever being there. Yes. Meanwhile, in the interview, also what the movie.
I think she should reflect and then come out to, do the needful.
The minister says persons involved in the incident have avoided speaking to the task force, while Muhammad Ali and others who were in the Mahindra pickup truck and fired shots from their vehicle have also refused to cooperate. Their accounts have therefore not been established. Muhammad Ali is said to have been flown abroad for further treatment. The late Yusuf Larry Idris died from a gunshot wound, and those who were in the Mahindra pickup with him know what happened. The driver of the Mahindra has been traced, and further investigations are ongoing. The task force will continue its investigation.
So now Koyo should reflect, come out and do the needful, because she's now an honorable member of parliament. They're saying a corner, but let's also be honest with the facts. We've had instances that how Akumsin herself have come out to say a 222 be a course or registration centers now. The bodyguard can a 222 no one again a 222. So Kaswadi, you can't want someone. I mean, let's know that yes, things could go anyway. But if it's what it is, now how you should reflect and come back. I'll give you that advice.
I like that, Philip.
Maybe
for me.
He's
a gentleman.
Oh yeah, I agree. Cham. Mr. NDC. So oya kola na no ya penny no truthful. In fact, the team be on the phone on ko bo.
But see, I take strong exception.
120 days in NDC social contract. I'm here point 19.
I'm telling you right now.
I'll ban illegal.
Let me see.
Read everything over there.
Okay, so 19 says ban illegal and new mining activities in the forest reserves. Roll out Tree for Life and Blue Water initiative to heal and sustainably harness the environment by turning areas and water bodies degraded by illegal mining into economic and ecological recovery hubs.
I don't know. Is
this under 120 days?
Me patrol. A day way does not mean say we're saying 120 days or be ending illegal mining.
And
that is not what
see. Top it then on.
Mohammed's first 120 days social contract. Under the 120 day social contract, 19 essay obebani illegal mining and new mining activities in forest reserves. It does not say in 120 days I will end Galamsey.
So what does it say?
How do you understand this?
No, that's how I understand it. 120 days.
Your understanding is questionable.
You see,
where does it say that in 120 days I will end Galamsey?
You see, your bullets are there. I think it's about 30.
Or say 120 days.
Why is it 120? The name of Bayan under 120
days. In 120 days, no. You're banning mining in forest reserves, now. Oh. We're banning mining in forest reserves within 120 days. Why? And 1 year. Or the blue water guards about 1 year.
Okay.
Where else does it say in 120 days I am ending illegal mining? In under 19.
You yourself.
No, speak to
you yourself. You yourself is telling me Nyema within 120 days that we repeat, And I'm saying, say area Galamsey, Ekosono, or better turning to what? You also just repeated it. Why are you?
Or say 120 days. Or be we Galamsey. Or be end Galamsey. 19 now. Okay, and he was saying 120 days. I'll end Galamsey.
I don't know whether you are paying devil's advocate, and I say I want a TF4 to open it and cross check on number 19 on the Mama First 120 days social contract. And I'm going today. Galamsey is still ongoing.
And I'm saying, does the 19 say that by 120 days, Galamsey will end in Ghana?
Me party document I had campaign. Me can't answer matrewa.
Now so be transfer gonna be. I'm not going to track and this this one kind of credit.
That's it,
baby. Yeah, can't we say in fact, yeah, come Ghana for. Mr. Ghanaian. Me a show some money. Me a show some money.
Me money.
It will be customer. Let's hold the person by his word.
That's it, baby. Philip Jima, Ablekuma West Constituency Youth Organizer, MPP, Holali Agbameva, branch chairman, Emma NDC, Dom Kwabenya, Meda, team Nina say, Medine Bestmark Brown. Up next,